Yo, it's your boy Ryan, Northwest Sports Fanatics, back at you with a new video. Today is Thursday, August 17th, 2023, with your boy Ryan and the Northwest Sports Fanatics. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel, smash that like button either now or on your way out. Donate to your boy if you can, Cash App, $ ORION NWSF, or the YouTube Super Chat right here. We got NFL action, Thursday Night Football, week number 2 in the preseason, and we got the Cleveland Browns versus the Philadelphia Eagles. Fly, Eagles, fly. Hope everyone is having a fantastic day. Did the Mariner game against the Royals at 11 a.m., and we got that dub. Julio went 5 for 5 and hit the game-winning home run. Pretty sweet. And your boy got to rest maybe for about 30 minutes, and then I've been prepping pretty much a thumbnail and everything else. And I'm ready to go. Hopefully this ends up being a good matchup. And as we peep the thumb, we got Myles Garrett on the left, and we got Jalen Hurts on the right. Let's go, baby. Sarah in the building. What's good? Appreciate you. $5 foot long. There we go. Appreciate you. And what do you want to see for a photo? I got you. I appreciate you very, very much. Always good to get started before or, right at the beginning to kind of set the tone. So thank you so much. Bang, 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 boom, boom, boom. Bang, bang, $5 holla. Bang, bang. There we go. 95 to go to hit the first goal. And then if we hit the first goal, we'll go to the 200 and we'll go that route. So Michael Pittman Jr., nice choice. Let me grab some here for you. This is actually a pretty good matchup. I don't think really people care that much about the Browns, but for the Eagles, that's always interesting, right? With the Browns, it's like they may make the playoffs, but more than likely they'll finish behind the Bengals, the Steelers, and the Ravens. It's like, yeah, you got Deshaun Watson, but I mean, that's not good enough with what you guys have there to take over the division. I think most people are clear on that. But Cleveland had some pretty good backups, like the quarterback Dorian from UCLA. We did the Hall of Fame game, and he looked good. He looks like he's better than Mond. So if it was me, I would put him at second string, but we have to kind of wait to see where it goes. Well, Michael Pittman down. Some starters will play, some will not. Totally understandable with these two rosters. I appreciate you very, very much. Michael Pittman Jr. I got one more really dope one. I guess it's a good action shot. Not that the others weren't cool, but I'm always looking for that last one. So like we started off here, there's a normal catch, and then an action shot, but it's not like I want to see more of the defender. I want to see both of them in the frame, and then I leave you with that. Oh, baby, against the Jets with those helmets glistening. Yeah. I like that one. That one's dope. I'll use that one during the streams and whatnot. Yeah, he's nice. You know what I mean? Like if you watched him play in college, even one game at UCLA, you were like, dude, this guy kind of plays like an NFL player. Like, he can run around, he's got speed, he actually can throw. So it's not like he's just a runner. We've seen Kaepernick and RG3 and all these guys that kind of can do one thing, but maybe not the other, or Cam Newton where he can like run, but he can't really throw. Panther fans will say that he can throw, but compared to like Peyton Manning or Montana or Brady or any of the upper echelon, Drew Brees, or you're a football player, but you weren't really a good thrower of the football. You kind of threw to spots and you ran over everyone, and you were an amazing goal line back and red zone back as a quarterback, diving over the top. But as far as like being a pure thrower, not that good. He's borderline Hall of Fame. Based off his numbers, they say Hall of Fame based off what he did rushing. But if we look at his throwing, you're like, hell no. Right? $5 dollar, Dame Dollar. Bang, 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 boom, boom, boom. Bang, bang. Every dollar matters. Sometimes all it is just a dollar that gets it going, and I always try to be able to give back. So it's not like I just want to be able to pay the bills and keep grinding, keep doing my dreams. So $10, thank you so much. What else would you like? I appreciate you, and hopefully we'll get a few more goats to come through, and this will be the evening stream. So did the Mariner game already, and hopefully we can end up getting to the goal or even maybe the second goal. Alec Pierce, good choice. Let's go there. Mariota is going to be the perfect backup for the Eagles. Just like, the Chip Kelly players. We all thought that eventually, he was going to end up there. At least a lot of fans did. They're like, oh, Mariota at some point might be an Eagle. But obviously Chip Kelly's not there anymore. But we're getting some photos up for Sarah for her 2 donos already, if you're just hopping in the room. And your boy's turning into a mastermind at the thumbs. So I feel that like I've gotten it on lock. I've downloaded and paid for the right programs. You just got to make sure you have the right shape. You got to have the logo big, but not too big, spacing with the players. And then once you can put it all together, it turns into a masterpiece. We got Michael Pittman Jr. Cool action shot there with the Jets. Alec Pierce. I can find a touchdown. There we go. I'm gonna try to find him in the end zone. Dun, dun. But hope everyone is having a fantastic Thursday. Your boy's been up early and grind, grind, grind. That's all I do, baby. Mariners, we win again. We got the Astros up next. Julio went 5 for 5 and hit the game-winning home run. Like, I don't know how far back, but they were saying that he's batting like 400 to 430 based on I don't know how many last games we're talking about. But I mean, he's 9 for 9 in his last 2 games. I mean, name any other player that you remember doing that. So let's go. Yeah, I know you've been working hard, and I adjusted things here on the stream as well, so that way I could put the stuff at the top of the screen as well as the scoreboard. Made my picture a little bit smaller, so that way it's a little bit bigger up above, so that way we can see all the scores during the week. When we have a busy schedule like on a Sunday, right? Then our score, the football cards are streamlined, and then we still got the ticker. So sometimes it's just like I got to tweak things a little bit. And I like the way that this is. I like the picture to be a little bit farther down and not as big as it was. And it's starting to come together now with the baseball and the football streams the way that I envisioned it. So, but yeah, it's been a long, long week, and hopefully we can end up having an amazing Thursday night football. Let's go, baby. I'm ready. Myles Garrett, Jalen Hurts. Let's go. Browns, Eagles. Oh wow, that sounds like a lot of work. Was that all day today? Yeah, and like I said, if you're taking care of anyone else at the house or you got dog responsibilities and obviously you have this, which is like a full-time job. So essentially you have 2 full-time jobs. And then on top of that, you're doing anything else that would consist of doing another job at home. So yeah, much respect. Like I said, you see how hard I work. You see how hard Shep works and a lot of the goats. A lot of us are not fucking lazy. So it's like, if you're a grinder, well, probably you're a part of this channel, because that's what I look for. I look for the people that are going to be able to match my work ethic, whether it be on screen or off screen. So Dorian Thompson Robinson, baby. That's what I want to see. That and Marcus Mariota. It would be cool to be able to see Watson and Hurts, but obviously we know we're going to get limited action with those guys or no action. And it'll be no action. I remember watching this game, and this is when I knew this guy's going to be NFL. I'll show you. Philly fans being rowdy already. Lots of alcohol consumed. But right here, if you watch this game and you saw, you're like, okay, you're like, this guy's a fucking quarterback. All right. So I watch a lot of Pac 12. Well, we don't exist anymore. So I guess I'm part of the Big Ten now. But, the history of watching it since the 80s until this year, and obviously this is the last year. Like when you see a play like this, against a pretty good D like UW, you're like, okay, Chip Kelly, I see you. This is when I was like, okay, this guy might be a gamer. He's a better thrower than Kellen Mond, and he's a better runner than most quarterbacks in the NFL. So, yeah, I mean, if Deshaun Watson fucks up, give him a shot. Why not? I like him. He's kind of underrated like Tony Pollard. I was like, just because Tony Pollard is a lower name and Zeke Elliott is this famous name, yum, 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 him eating all the time and all that bullshit, his skills started to decrease after the line got hurt. But with Pollard, it didn't matter. He was just a better back, better vision. So sometimes it takes them a couple years to realize what we realized, that Pollard was the number one 2 years ago. So they figured it out 2 years late. So Finley in the building. What's good? How are you? Ready for some football? Are you ready for some football? I need some of that foosball. We got Lauren and Cyberpunk and Sarah helping out on the Twitter side. Thank you. Lauren is so dedicated too, because like sometimes people don't do it. Like obviously with Sarah, we already have. Okay, if I post, this is what happens. You're really the only one that's fully responsible of like reposting when I post when we're doing it, because you're the lead mod, and we're the this is us up here, right? But as far as the other mods and other heavy hitters and other people that are consistently here, when they go above and beyond and do that on a regular, it helps. You never know who it might get to, but it helps. So. Yeah, like I said, once I just need to be able to keep grinding out Mariners. Hopefully, then baseball streams will actually be able to get paid appropriately, just like NBA and NASCAR and NHL. We've already had this discussion, right? But if I can keep grinding, eventually we should be able to find some heavy hitter Mariner fans, as well as just consistent, hardcore fanatic Mariner fans, and then we can have like maybe 10 or 20 of us, in the room. And once we have that, there'll probably be at least a heavy hitter out of that amount. You know what I mean? So. And we got a good group. I mean, hell, look at Mo Gumbo, right? Mo Gumbo, like I said, we always have gone at it, like kind of more of on a respectful level. But he's like, I don't like the Bucks, and it's like Saints, Bucks, Saints, it's fine. But again, a lot of people, they'll see the team that you're wearing, and then they make assumptions. They don't know how hardcore you are, how long you've been watching, if you're a diehard or you're a bandwagon. It's just that negative nature in people sometimes is to assume the very worst about people, that they're just this fucking type or whatever. But I'm a fan of the league. It just so happens that I'm a Bucks fan because of Warren Sapp, Derek Brooks, John Lynch, Rondé Barber, Simeon Rice, and Mike Allstott. You know what I'm saying? John Gruden, Tony Dungy. So. But we had our conversation. He got fatalityed a couple times, annihilated on the microphone like MJF style, and even again getting booted. And it might have been temporary or permanent. And then come through on Paisley's birthday and drop a 50. That was huge. So I don't think we're ever going to have a problem ever again. And it shows you can't always judge a book by a cover. For out of all the hundreds and thousands of that have gotten banned or booted, that's the first time we've ever gotten a dono out of it. Like, I like this so much that I don't want to lose this, and I'm willing to show how much I appreciate. I probably would have reinstated him with a $5 dono, to be honest. But to do 50 and have Paisley's birthday turn out great, that was huge. So, shout out to Mo Gumbo, Saint fan. And it's hot today, but it's cloudy, so it's not that bad. Otherwise, I wouldn't be wearing a jersey and a hat right now. So I'm going to look to see what the temperature is. I know it's hot, but it's not as bad as it was. 91, but it's cloudy 91. So it actually doesn't feel like 91. It feels like maybe like 85 to 88. So it's like, I don't know. It's okay. Like I said, I feel that if I have two fans on me, one on the left, one on the right, and I got the AC in the living room and my door open, that I should be able to grind this out without feeling uncomfortable. I should be able to grind it out. NWSF often imitated, never duplicated, the best in the business, baby. So when are we going to get this game started? Is this shit starting at 4:45, 5 o'clock? Like, what's the deal here? So they got the Brown starters: Watson, Chubb, Cooper, Elijah Moore, Donovan Peoples-Jones, who's a sleeper, and David Njoku. Like, Donovan Peoples-Jones is that guy you have on the bench that's like you could put him in as a flex, but it's not the number one option. It's just like the second or third option on the bench. But if you have to put him in, you could probably get points. Sleeper guys like that, that's how you end up winning in fantasy. Big facts. I was just talking about you, Lauren. Appreciate you. You're always helping out on the Twitter and the X and do all that. So EAGLES Eagles. He's looking down as he's doing each letter. EAGLE Eagles. What's going on, bro? Hey, Julio, 9 for 9, 5 for 5 in the game. Teoscar 5 for 5 a couple days ago. France 4 for 6. With all the injuries that we've had with Murphy and JP and Wu, pretty impressive, man. Pretty impressive. Daniel Barry in the building. Well, I think everyone on planet Earth is going for the Eagles tonight. No one gives a shit about the Browns unless you're a Browns fan, or if you have Nick Chubb in fantasy, which I usually do. But if I don't have him, it's like you're not really going to be rooting for him. Now, I will be rooting for Dorian Thompson-Robinson because I think that he's one of the most intriguing pieces on the team since they brought in Nick Chubb. Amari Cooper's always good. Not Myles Garrett's good, but like if you look at like players that you've seen on the Browns, who has really excited you over the years besides Nick Chubb or Amari Cooper or Myles Garrett? I mean, there's not really a whole lot there, right? Kareem Hunt, right? But now this Dorian, Thompson Robinson, he kind of feels like he's got the it factor. Like if Deshaun Watson gets hurt, he's a starter over Mon. And even if Deshaun Watson doesn't get hurt and you paid him all that guaranteed money, what happens if he keeps throwing picks and picks and picks and picks and pick sixes? At some point, you're going to be able to give the ball to the guy on the bench that maybe he's liked more in the locker room, a guy that can run the football better and maybe can throw just as good as him. Because Deshaun is never going to be a top 5 quarterback ever again like he was when he was on the Texans. It's never going to happen. The best that he can wish for is being a top 12 quarterback. And I don't even know if that's possible. You know what I'm saying? So I don't think that's a harsh, criticism or evaluation. I just don't really believe in the guy anymore. Even if he has all the weapons around him in the world. And the guy's a fucking creeper, So we'll see. But but Dorian looks like, man, like he looks like he could be a starter. He looks like he could be a good backup for sure. But he looks like if someone gets hurt, hey, I can be a Gardner Minshew and I can step in too. So we'll see. Yep, seeing your boy. I'm always good at fantasy, and I always recognize the wide receiver 2s, the wide receiver 3s. And sometimes you can get a wide receiver 3 that puts up flex numbers that compete with running backs. Like a number 1 running back, you might be able to get the same amount of points out of like a flex with Peoples-Jones. You just have to know what you're doing. So. Yeah, well, Bryce is the guy. CJ Stroud is the guy. Richardson's the guy for now. That's a done deal. You don't draft that high to say, well, let's put him on the bench. Then you'd look like a fucking idiot. So that's the guy 100%, those 3, right? But the bottom line is they're not Justin Herbert or Trevor Lawrence. And so you have to recognize that too. So you might end up getting a Cam Newton at Richardson, and then the other 2, we'll see what they can compare to, Russell Wilson-ish kind of, we'll see when he was in his prime, and then we'll have to wait next year to see if Caleb Williams is good or overrated. And the same thing with Drake May. If Drake May ends up being, like the next Andrew Luck type prospect. So we'll see. Philly craze in the building. What's good? Let's go. Here we go. Phillies, Sixers, Flyers, and now the Eagles. E-A-G-L-E-S, Eagles. I used to go to an Eagle bar down the road from my house, and they would only play Eagle games, but I would rock all my gear, and they would always give me a TV and volume. When you go to a bar and you get volume on a TV, and it's not like that bar team, that they like you. So that was very nice of them, and they're very rowdy fans. Some of them are good fans, some are toxic. We already know it's the Chiefs, the Eagles, and the Saints. They got some passionate fans, but there's some, Eagles, Cowboys, Saints, We got the loud factor with the decibels, right? And we also got the toxic factor. Nice handoff. Fighting for yards on 1st down and 10. Man, you haven't been here on the channel in a long time. Well, you've been, yeah, you've been, you haven't been here since last year. It's been longer than that because old boy hasn't been a part of the channel for many years. So I've been doing the channel for 7. I've been recording for 11, and he hasn't been here for 2, 3 years, 4 years, long time. So you've been gone a lot longer than you think. If you actually watched any of the live streams. There we go, a little dump down. Some people are made for the grind, and some people are not. Some people want people to win. Some people are haters. It's just how it goes. But no one's going to outwork me, and I'm going to grind it out. And the channel's come a long way since the very beginning. That's for damn sure. 3rd down and 4. Let's go, baby. I'm excited to see this Eagle defense, and I want to be able to see what we get with Dorian. 3rd down and 4. Blitz coming. First down, Browns, smooth chains. And then I'll do a reaction video to this game after it's over or early tomorrow morning. Appreciate you, Lauren. No, that's never happening. Never happening, bro. It's just because people record together doesn't mean they're best friends. So, if you're going to disrespect me, you're never going to be on this channel ever again. I know I'm right. First quarter, 13:35 left. Browns are starting to try to put something together. 2nd and 14. There we go. Nice catch. I mean, I can have chemistry with a lot of different people. And it's not like the reaction videos and the way that we started the channel. Like, obviously, the chemistry was there, and people just assumed, but just because you record with someone or you're on TV or podcast or YouTube with someone, it doesn't necessarily mean you're best friends. So, but most people got that impression. I mean, I wish for the best of him in life, regardless of, the behavior, but never going to be here again. Pass incomplete. And plus, if you don't have a work ethic, if you don't have the grind, the passion, the work ethic, it's not going to work. I'm a type that grinds. You just can't record whenever you want to. You have to be consistent if you want to build something. And plus, I sacrificed a lot more too. I sacrificed a Jordan rookie. It's worth 20 to 30,000. On the opposite side, there was nothing sacrificed. So, 2nd down and 10. Shotgun set. Draw up the middle. Running into a couple Eagles there, falling backwards, gain of a couple. Yeah, Jags will win the division. No doubt. I mean, I already kind of have a feeling how the league is going to go down. It's going to go Eagles, Niners, Saints, Seahawks, Packers, Cowboys, Giants. A lot of teams that will be shitty. Some that'll get a little bit better. We're definitely going to see the Lions be a little bit better than people think. They'll compete with the Vikings and Packers, for the division. But I feel all the other teams in that division are going to struggle. So Jags will win the division by default, and they should win, you would think, 10, 11 games. On a low end, maybe 8 or 9, but it still would probably be enough to win the division. Nice catch. First down, Browns. Move the chains. Yeah. Well, obviously, with the talent that they have, and the Vikings lost Dalvin Cook and Adam Thielen. The Packers don't have Rodgers, even though Jordan Love looked good week 1. So there's going to be a little wiggle room there. It's not like automatically Packers or automatically Vikings, like I said last year, with the addition of Kevin O'Connell. So, now I feel the Vikings won't be as good. They're not going to win 13 or 14. They might win closer to 10 or 11. Packers might win 10 or 11, and the Lions might win somewhere between 9 and 10. It's just whoever outplays each other. Nice catch. First down, Browns. Move the chains. But I'm rooting for the Lions. I root for them every year. That's my number one team I root for every year. It used to be the Lions, the Jags, and the Jets. But the Jags are already here. The Jets have Aaron Rodgers, and I'm not really a fan of him. But, it's cool to see them doing better. They should be probably the 4th or 5th best team now in the AFC. Chiefs, Bengals, Bills, and maybe the Jets now with Dalvin Cook and Aaron Rodgers there, right? With Sauce Gardner, Quinnen Williams, Garrett Wilson, Breece Hall, and all the others, right? But we'll see. We'll see. Well, we watch the NFL. Handoff, rumbling and bumbling for a couple yards. Browns making some moves. Cunningham making plays. Let's go, baby. Zach Cunningham was a steal. I mean, sometimes you're just on a shitty team and you need to get the fuck out of there. You know, it's like if you're on the Titans, got to get out. You know, and then obviously joining the Eagles, you're going to be rejuvenated. Fade route incomplete. Good coverage there by the Eagles. I see you, McPherson. Good coverage. Cedric Tillman and Hyatt. Yeah. Yeah, I get Paisley back tomorrow morning, so we'll go for a walk first thing sometime between 7 and 9:30. Yeah, because he had a lot of his career on the fucking Texans. I mean, I follow all the teams, so I know all the players, all the backups, all the GMs, all the water boys. They don't matter. But if you are a fan of football and you watch more than just your Eagles, those type of names are names. Like he was really, really good. He would always get over 100 tackles. Then he got injured a lot. And so sometimes people start to doubt you when you get injuries. Then you go from the Texans, you get bounced around. You were on the Titans last year, and now you get to go to the Eagles. It's like Marcus Mariota being on the Falcons. Now he's the backup for Jalen. So if Jalen gets hurt, you're still going to win games with Mariota. So you're in a good spot. You want to have good backups. And some guys' backups turn into starters. Plus all the Georgia players that you drafted in the last 2 years. Yeah, you did. Play action fake. Go, go, go. Oh, we got smashed. First down, Browns. They said flag to pick it up. Pick up the flag. Yeah, I would just say that's a bang-bang play, no penalty. Come on, he got the first down. That's cool. It wasn't intentional, I don't think. I mean, he pops the fuck out of him. Let's not get it twisted. He comes in, pow, motherfucker. I'm going to hit you with my shoulder. I'm going to try to knock you out. So, I mean, it was a little aggressive, but I wouldn't have called the penalty. There's football. Oh, he hit him on the helmet, though. Oh, he got hit by one side that was fair, and then the other guy was trying to injure him. Okay. Well, yeah, the one guy I saw, I was like, no foul. The other one kind of came in with a little elbow to the head. So, still, I would have said, fuck it. Don't call that shit. Pussy shit. I mean, I grew up in the 80s and 90s, and like I watched football in the 70s when they would clothesline you and fucking elbow drop, where it was like NFL blitz. Like, I mean, I get it if you're like trying to do like a forearm to the head, you're trying to concuss them or injure them, their neck or their head, but at least don't be so obvious about it. But it's football, right? It's a violent sport. But still, I would have been like, nah, that's 50-50. You can call it, but I know, but they want to protect the quarterback, so that's why they called it. Now, if that was Tom Brady or Peyton Manning, then that guy would have been ejected. So, no, Kobe Dean, the truth. Yes, he is. What's good, Lenny Dean? Just all up in the cut. First thing he said. Now, Kobe Dean, your truth. TROOF. Ball's loose, and the Eagles have recovered. Turnover party. It is a turnover party. Nice. Yeah. What's good, bro? Yeah, you can still be an Alabama fan, but know what's going on with Georgia. I mean, like I said, for me, I follow all the teams because I want to be able to be the best at fantasy football. I want to be able to give good advice so people can win money. And then I got to follow all the teams and all the players so that way when we're watching games or if people need help with betting, I can help them out. You know, not many people have the commitment to be a professional on every team, besides their own. So I'm good, Lenny. What's good, brother? Appreciate that, Lauren, helping out on the Twitter. X. Yeah, so far so good. I like it too. High school football, normally I would say no, but if it's like Arch Manning and it's on ESPN and he's supposed to be like the next big thing at quarterback, yeah, maybe if it's on, I'll tune in. But sometimes I'll watch like highlight packages and stuff from people that I'm close to, and then they'll break down all the film, and then I'll try to watch what I can. But usually I do my evaluation starting from college, unless it's a phenom player like LeBron. In basketball, I'm like, okay, I'll watch some of his high school shit. He's supposed to be the number one pick. He's supposed to be like the next big thing. But it's very rare that I'm going to go on the high school side. But besides locally here in Oregon, yeah, I watch the high school people here, but I'm not going to go crazy for like nationally unless I have a reason to. So just keeping it real. No Kobe Dean, baby. Georgia. Look at that. Left arm right in. And if you're not going to protect the football, we call that a strip. Going to the strip club. Thank you very much. Strip. Just like in Grand Theft Auto, baby. Nice turnover, right when they were going to get a touchdown, too. Shotgun set. Oh, that's incomplete. So what's good with you, Lenny? He said safety. Let me see it, though. That's not good for Mariota. They're on the fucking inch-yard line. So no wonder it was a safety. Let me see. Oh, good defense by the Browns. Safety 2-0 Browns. Yeah, we'll see. Most people, I think, that are Eagle fans are pretty optimistic, but I mean, it's not going to be, Jim Johnson. So obviously, anyone that knows football, if you go back to like the Monty Kiffin, Jim Johnson, rest in peace. And going to Dick LeBeau with the Steelers. If it's not like that, then what are we talking about? You're not going to. If you're comparing it to that, yeah, the defenses are not going to be like that. But that's what they need to be if you guys want to win a Super Bowl. That's facts. Because obviously, if you guys had any kind of defense last year, you would have won it. But the defense was non-existent. No picks, no pass rush, and you got smoked. Even though it was only a short, couple point victory, but could have been different, especially how good Jalen played on that side of the ball. Got to play defense. I mean, hell, if the Buccaneers were able to play the Chiefs and I was able to prevent them from scoring even one passing touchdown, shows you how good you have to be. You have to have Hall of Famers, and you have to be able to bring it together. You have to actually be the best unit in the Super Bowl. And if you're not, then you're not going to win more times than not, unfortunately. But I do still think the Eagles can come back and win a Super Bowl in the next 5 to 6 years, as long as they keep the core. Shake and bake. Hit the sideline. Sidney Brown. I don't. Because if you can't get one sack lunch or one interception on Patrick Mahomes, you don't deserve to win. The saying, I mean, like I said, I'm not saying you have to be as good as my Buccaneers in the Super Bowl, but you need to be able to get a couple sack lunches, at least two, and then preferably a pick or two. That's not asking too much playing fucking 60 minutes, bro. Okay? It's like maybe you like the Eagles more, and you were rooting for them because you don't like the Chiefs or whatever, but you dominated all the other teams in the NFC all year, but some of those teams really weren't that good. And then you ended up, going against one of the best offenses in the league, if not the best offense, with the best coach, the best play caller, best tight end, best quarterback. And what do you think? If you don't make a move on defense and get pass rush, sacks, and picks, you're gonna fucking lose every time. And then the same thing goes if it was Burrow. You think if you got 0 sacks on Burrow and 0 picks that you're winning the Super Bowl? Or if you did to Josh Allen, you think if you got 0 picks on Allen and 0 sack lunches on Allen, you'd be able to beat the Bills? Hell no. So you have to be able to get the pressure to win. That's not asking too much. The Eagles were a dominant unit. They just didn't come to play. I think that's a fair evaluation, Yeah, Mahomes is an alien. He's damn crazy. There's like, Burrow's close. You know what I mean? And I like Burrow a lot, and Burrow is better than Allen. Those are the 2 best quarterbacks in the league. But like, when you got arguably the best coach, best play caller, they said, "Oh, you don't have Tyreek Hill. You'll never win again." They did. "Oh, you guys can't win because you don't have Eric Bieniemy anymore." We'll see. I bet you they do. They're not done. Maybe they don't win it back to back, but I mean, to say the Chiefs are going to go the next 5 years without winning, yeah, right. They're going to be winning again in the next 5 years. Hell, it could be this year. You know what I'm saying? So it's not like a dig at the Eagles. I mean, some of the, I have a lot of Eagle fans on the channel. I mean, hell, when I started the channel, I predicted that the Eagles were going to win the Super Bowl and they were going to win big by 9 or 10. And everyone thought I was a fucking idiot until they actually won by 9 or 10. And then I look like a fucking genius. So even with Nick Foles at quarterback. So sometimes you just know. But most people went Brady. They wanted to go for the safe pick. But I looked at the O-line, the D-line, the defense, the coaching, and the play calling. And I thought if they play a clean game, which they did, they would be an opportunity to win the game, which they were. But if they played a dirty game, turnover-prone game, they weren't going to win. But I felt like if they played a clean game, I didn't predict Philly. That was a surprise for everyone. But they were able to, climb the mountain. Yeah, Burrow's way better than Allen and all the others. And Herbert, I mean, I'm a big Herbert guy because I live here in Oregon and whatnot. But still, with a lot of the quarterbacks, I mean, you could go Mahomes, Burrow, Allen, Herbert or Jalen or Herbert, Lamar. There's all these guys that you could say, but there is a drop off after Mahomes and Burrow, and even Mahomes you could put a tick above Burrow, but he's right there. Like it's 1, 2, and then the rest. But some of those guys at 3, 4, and 5 are pretty amazing as well. But I think if Burrow gets to the Super Bowl again, he can win. He's damn good. He's very accurate. He doesn't turn the ball over like Josh Allen. Herbert's got the size, but he needs a coach and the play caller and a better defense. Jalen's got everything around him now, so really no excuses besides the defense doing their part. So it's like you're looking at all these, but Mahomes and Burrow are they're on another level. Like anyone that says that Josh Allen's better than Burrow is on crack. Just saying. I mean, Burrow is the real deal Holyfield. I mean, hell, they had the worst offensive line in the world, and they lost to the Rams in the Super Bowl by like 3. I mean, think about that. And the motherfucking guys had Aaron Donald, arguably the best defensive lineman in the last 15, 20 years since Warren Sapp or a few others. So that shows you how good Burrow was. Like he almost won when he shouldn't have, Yeah, he's going to go down as the Ducks' best player in our history. It's Justin Herbert. I don't know if he'll ever win a Super Bowl. I think he can get to one, maybe one in his career if he plays 15 or 20 years, but he'll probably lose unless he's got a good supporting cast. But I'm hoping that, all of them, Allen, Herbert, Burrow, and Mahomes can all get victories. We already know Mahomes did. But I would like to be able to see, Allen get his, Burrow get his, and maybe Herbert get one, even if it's not with the Chargers. But I usually go to Duck games once a year, twice a year. Last year I didn't go, but I got to see Herbert when he was playing front row behind the Duck bench and on the opposing bench and whatnot, and it was amazing. Yeah, I've been following the Ducks since the 80s, so it's like Blazer fan, Ducks fan, Mariner fan, Kraken now since we have a team. And the only team that's not in the Pacific Northwest that I rep is the Bucks. Just because when I was 13, I didn't want to be a bandwagon Niner kid, and be like, oh, look at me. I got 5 championships, 4 with Joe Montana, 1 with Steve Young and Dion. And then I just had this feeling like they were never going to win again. And they didn't have defensive guys that I really liked besides, Dion. And then he went to the Cowboys. So I said, let me wait 1 more year. Then I watched Warren Sapp at the U. I watched Derek Brooks at Florida State. John Lynch was already on the team. And I was like, yes, these are my guys. They're hard-hitting, shit-talking, great fucking players. And I was like, these are my personality, Mike Allstott. And I'm like, yeah, this is my team. And then I stuck with them ever since. So, yeah. Yeah, Mariota too. I saw Mariota front row, Harrington. D'Anthony Thomas was probably the most exciting. LaMichael James. So, that was a lot of fun. All right, 2-0 Browns. Come on, Eagles. Go Mariota. Oh, it's 12 noon. You know what time it is? Time for a sack lunch. Yum, 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 yum. The offensive lineman backups have to do better. You're making Mariota look like shit. But also the depth that the Browns defensive line has, they have a lot of guys up there. So obviously they're winning the line of scrimmage. It makes Mariota look like shit. But the line is getting dominated right there. 73 needs to go find his lunch. What kind of block is that? Yeah, he's getting some of the line issues for the Eagles, at least for some of these backups. Not good. Screen. There we go. There we go. There we go. First down, Eagles. Move the chains. Nice play. Good block. Good spin move. Hit him with a spin cycle. Little 360. Hit that circle button. Kept going. Has finger on the turbo. Floater. Oh, that was ugly. Incomplete. Yep. Shelby Harris. Yeah. Very underrated. Yep. Garrett. Yeah. Yep. You got it, man. It's going to be crazy to see what they're going to be able to do on that side of the ball. Probably going to carry the Browns, honestly. Chubb will get his. I don't really have confidence in the quarterback room at that much. Like if it's going to be Deshaun Watson, if he's going to be the guy. Amari Cooper's a beast. Offensive line usually has a couple pieces, but $10. Let's get to a hundo. 90 to go. Nice run. Gain of about 7 or 8. Gainwell. Third down and 2. And the ball off. Oh, nice. Play action fake. First down. Eagles. Move the chains. Greg Ward. Yeah. That's why you got to have good backups, man. You know what I'm saying? Having a good backup is very essential. Someone that can come in, that actually can win you a game, not lose you the game. Screen. And I think Mariota will be a good fit for the Eagles. Just in case. You want Jalen to play every game, but if he ends up getting like a sore ankle and he's out for a game or two, then you just want to be able to make sure you can stay afloat, hand the ball off a shitload, and hopefully you can make enough throws to win the game and the defense steps up. So, A.J. Brown, that's a big reason why you guys turned it around too. Because Devontae Smith is not a 1. He won the Heisman, but he's undersized. So that's too much pressure for him to be the 1. So since they made him the 2, and then A.J. Brown is a real 1, that's when they were able to elevate and take off. Boston Scott, another good rumbling, bumbling rumber back. Boston Scott, I see you. Rumbling and a bumbling. Yeah, some teams know how to draft and others don't. Absolutely. Lots of busts, it's not just on the line everywhere, for sure. Third down and 9. Plus, if you ended up watching the Netflix special Quarterback, you definitely see Patrick Mahomes, Kirk Cousins, and Marcus Mariota in another light. And you probably have a lot more respect for those 3 guys, and you like them maybe a little bit more than you did. If you didn't like those guys originally, like maybe Kirk Cousins, you're like, I don't like him. And then you watch that show and you're like, God, I kind of like him. Like that guy's a really good father to his kids, a good leader. He's underrated. He's a good dude. Very loyal. Third down and 9. What happened to my hands? That's incomplete. 56-yarder is up, and it's good. 3-2 Eagles. E-A-G-L-E-S, Eagles. Yeah, well, I had Eagle fans fucking arguing with me and shit, saying they don't know if he's the one. I was like, okay, if you watched him in high school, you watched him, when he was at Alabama and then got benched for Tua and then ended up going to Oklahoma and being good. I mean, the guy is mentally strong, and you just didn't have all the pieces there for him to succeed yet. But again, some people understand football and some people think they do. Some people think that just because you're a fan of a team that you know everything, that doesn't mean that you understand. You know, just because you're at the game doesn't mean you know how to play it. You know what I'm saying? There's different levels to it. A lot of people they're looking at it with like checkers. I'm playing chess, so it's like I'm on a different level. And if there's a couple Eagle people that were arguing, I'm like, all right, man. I was like, you can be an Eagle fan, but you're not smarter than me. So I was like, we'll see, and I'll prove to you that he is the guy. And look at lo and behold, he's a franchise QB. Hell, a lot of people think he's the 5th best quarterback in the NFL right now. That's a pretty damn high for just a couple years ago. These Eagle fans were saying, nope, he's not the guy. Why? Because you didn't beat the Buccaneers when we won the Super Bowl that year. You didn't have a good enough team. It's like know your team. Like if you don't know football, like it's like when you open your mouth, you say dumbass shit. Like go back to the teams that had Andy Reid and Donovan McNabb with like Brian Dawkins. If your team isn't like that, you're probably not that good. But sometimes people are ignorant. They just look at their team and they're like, oh, we're the best. Like just because you love your team doesn't mean you're gonna will them to a fucking Super Bowl, you asshole. Golly. Some people would be just dumb as fuck, man. You can't teach stupid. Kelly Green in the preseason. Oh, it's too special to give it in the preseason. You don't got enough people really appreciating it at that point. You got to save that for the regular, so that way it's an event where everyone can get drunk and they're wearing it the night before. They got fucking shots and fucking shit all spill all over it. Then they just stumble into the game after drinking for 8 hours straight. Yeah, no, you got to save that shit for the regular, man. It's like a special event. But it's all about the leadership and the man that you are. I mean, if you're talking about a motherfucker that's battle tested, you were the fucking starter for Bama. You got benched for Tua, and then he ended up being the hero, throwing those deep bombs and winning that natty for you. And then you didn't lose your confidence. You went to Oklahoma. You're like, I'm going to try to do what Baker did. I'm going to keep the Oklahoma tradition alive, get myself to the NFL, and prove myself again. But just because the guy doesn't have the right pieces around him, there was no goddamn A.J. Brown there. Yeah, DeVonta Smith. It's like, oh, you got the Heisman winner who's 5'5" at receiver. What the fuck is he gonna do? He's not a 1. And I'm exaggerating. I know DeVonta Smith's not 5'5", but you get me. So then you end up getting the AJ Brown, someone that's like 6'2", 3, 4, 5, bigger body, like a DK Metcalf. Oh, and then lo and behold, less pressure on DeVonta Smith, right? And better production for AJ Brown. And then magically everything fell into place. But I guess some Eagle fans are idiots. They don't understand that. You have to have this thing called depth in football. And if you don't have depth, you're not going to be able to go all the way. And sometimes when you do have the depth, you still don't go all the way because you run into a fucking Patrick Mahomes. That's facts. Like a big pickup for the Eagles last year was Reddick. Like if you guys didn't have him, you wouldn't have made it probably to the Super Bowl. You would have gotten far, maybe NFC Championship game, but sometimes you have those guys that elevate. Big play Slay making plays, and having Reddick kind of be a kind of a sleeper. I don't think people realize like how good he was, his potential if he stays healthy. And obviously Fletcher Cox is getting older, but we need to see him step up too. Second down and 10, 3-2. Eagles. What am I watching? Baseball? The fuck is this? 3:50 left in the first quarter. Halfback toss. Blockers downfield. Go. Ooh, nice pop by the Eagles. Sometimes you have a backup quarterback and you beat Tom Brady. Absolutely. I mean, hell, like I said, when I started the channel, I predicted that Nick Foles, that you guys were going to win and win big. It's one thing if I would have said Eagles are going to win and they're only going to win by like a field goal. But I was like, they're going to win big. And people were just like, you're a fucking idiot, O-Dog. I'm like, all right, man, you'll see. And then they ended up winning by exactly what I said. And I've had Eagle fans riding or dying for me since because they know I'm not a fucking idiot. So that means a lot. Put them away. 12 noon. You know what time it is? Time for an Eagle sack lunch. Yum, 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 yum. I don't know. I'm just, if I have to talk with NFL fans that are dumb, sometimes like things need to be like pointed out so that way you don't say dumb shit to your friends and other people in other streams or other people that are in public. You never want to be that guy or girl that thinks they know football and they actually don't. And then you're just like saying a bunch of shit, but then everyone knows that you're full of shit. You don't want to be that guy or that girl. That's why I try not to be biased at all, zero. So that way that I can give a fair evaluation for everyone. Yeah, Reddick is insane, dude. Like I said, sometimes when you get those guys, like if you're a true fan, you're like, "Oh, I watched him. I played with him on Madden. Oh, that Reddick guy, I watched him in college, or I saw him on the Cardinals. Cardinals are kind of ass, but he was making plays with Buda Baker. So if he can make plays like that on the Cardinals, but he can do it for us, maybe we'll like get 10 sacks out of him or something." And that's exactly what fucking happened. It's just about being able to follow the league as a whole, and you got it, man. Sometimes it's just those little brief memories, or playing with him on the video game, or watching him in college, or catching a Cardinal game and be like, "Who the fuck is this Reddick guy?" You know what I mean? And then you end up getting him on your team. And you're like, "Yeah," you feel good about it. Full of shit fans, yeah. Well, there's full of shit everywhere. I mean, there's shit overflowing on every fan base. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying that I'm the smartest NFL fan on planet Earth or anything by that matter, but for the amount of time that I read and watch film and interact with every fan base and go with the beat writers and actually make a fair evaluation for every team, for every player, criticize evenly and give praise evenly, you see the league differently. But no other streamer really does it like me, I think. So that's why I'm able to help people win money, not only in fantasy, but for betting as well. So see, bro. And the thing is, you might have not known everything about him when he was on the other teams, but once a player comes to your team, what do? You look up the stats. Okay, what college did he go to? How tall he is? Like you learn all about him, like flipping over a football card or going to ESPN or like looking at his stats. You're like, oh, okay, this is what he did. Maybe this is what he'll do for us. And then all of a sudden you become an expert on Hassan Reddick, even though you barely knew anything about him before he came to your team. So that's how we all are as hardcore fans. We want to know. The more you know, the more you are enjoying whatever you're watching. The less you know, you're not going to be into it. So that's why I want to know everything. Cyberpunk, thank you so much. Cyber with a hundo. Let's go. The number one donator to the channel, NWSF, Cyberpunk. I'm in the heat like a motherfucker. I wouldn't be able to do this full time without him. Thank you, bro. Cyberpunk. $100 donut. I wish other people would do something like this. Bang, 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 boom, boom, boom. Bang, bang. $100 dono. My boy. We need more heavy hitters on the channel. So that way, if we end up having a slow day, someone else can make up for someone else if they're not there. Big facts. Much appreciated. Yeah. Especially when I did the first stream and then we didn't get any support. And I did the Mariner game, for 3 hours. So sometimes, when you don't get appreciated, the appreciation comes. And he's like, thanks for doing the trash game in the heat. I appreciate you, man. 3-2 baseball score. Eagles on the Browns. Cyberpunk, you're the man. Bang, 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 boom, boom, boom. Bang, bang, $100 dono. If he comes in the room, we got to get some photos up. Get some T photos or wrestling photos for him. Now I gotta message him. Cyber, I just messaged you on Twitter. I didn't know if you were coming in. Thank you so much. Yeah, I absolutely will do this trash game in the fucking heat, 100-degree temperature, 100 to 106 here. And this is the last day. And I even am hardcore enough to wear a jersey, a fucking do-rag, snow hat, and chain in this heat. But plus, also, I did the Mariner game, and not one person fucking supported. So that was kind of disappointing, And I know it's early, and some people are busy, but I mean, fuck, $1? At least show me some love after YouTube feeds. That's like 50 cents. Couldn't even get that. Couldn't even get a 50 cent in the club. My goodness. But then we get someone like you that'll make up for it. So I appreciate that. You got anything specifically that you want to see? Chief players or wrestlers? Let me know. I don't know if you're going to be in here for the rest of the game or if you're just stopping by. But thank you so much. And I messaged you on there as well. Appreciate you. And Megan, you never have to worry. Whenever I talk about donos, that shit don't apply to the heavy hitters. The heavy hitters know who they are, and it never applies to them. It's always newbies, people that are consistent, that are here, strangers, stranger things, and then eventually others. So. But it definitely shows you who's committed to the NWSF in my dreams, and it really does mean a lot. And then when we end up making it big, those are the people that are going to get treated very nicely for me when we make it big. Like magically you're going to get a knock on your door, and there's just going to be a jersey from like Mitchell and Ness, and you'll be like, where the fuck did this come from? Oh, O-Dog. And I'll be like, thank you for being you. That's the type of shit that I want to do. Play action fake, screen pass, good blockers up front. It's collapsing. Oh, nice tackle. Appreciate you, brother. Yeah, some of the streams have been very rough this week too. Like I get it, like baseball, basketball, hockey, and NASCAR. There aren't for everyone, but hopefully I can earn a big enough reputation where we can actually get decent days when I do those, instead of feeling like damn, what's going to happen, like on the football and the wrestling ones, we already know what's up, but I just want to be able to build those other, up there. So it's not like, feeling that drastic difference. So nice pass. Austin Watkins Jr. Okay, no worries. All right, man, you have a great day. Fly, Eagles, fly, brother. Well, it won't be the last time that we see him. He'll be back. Oh, you already know it. Every announcer crew is extremely biased for their team. Anytime their team fucks up, they'll never give credit to the other team. They'll make an excuse. It's just like when you watch baseball too. Baseball, basketball, football, hockey. They are so fucking biased. You know what I mean? Like incredibly. Like you only have to listen for a little bit blindly, and you're like, oh, I know who their announcers are. Nice run there by the Browns. For me, he looks like he's a Cam Newton 2.0. He's going to make some good plays, but obviously made a terrible one-legged interception. He has to be smarter than that. I think that C.J. Stroud, Bryce Young, and Richardson will all be decent at times, but they're going to look terrible at times also because they don't have complete teams around them, complete coaching staffs, O-line, D-line, defense, coaching, play calling, GM. It's not all there. So if that's the case, to think that these guys are going to be the guys 100% for the next 10 years is ludicrous. Maybe one of them is, but maybe not all three. And they're not as good as Herbert or Trevor Lawrence. So we have to make sure we get that out of the way too. But if Richardson turns into Cam Newton 2.0, he has a chance to be the best one out of the three. Like his ceiling is a little bit higher maybe than CJ or Bryce. Like they're a little undersized, and like they have to have a lot going for them and I think that they can succeed as well. You know what I mean? But I feel like Richardson can run. So if he doesn't get hurt running, he could be a dual threat immediately. Bryce ain't gonna run. CJ ain't gonna run. And if they're running for their life. So at least Richardson can put his head down, like, he can do one of those little headbutts. So, but again, Quentin Nelson needs to start being Quentin Nelson, and they need to get back to having that offensive line. And another key is you have to kiss and make up with Jonathan Taylor, because if you don't, Richardson's going to get eaten alive. You need to have that stud top 10 running back on the squad, and you want to keep developing, more running backs, more wide receivers, more tight ends, more O-line, more defense. Make sure that Darius Shaq Leonard is injury free, and Buckner. You got to make sure you're building. And with all that being said, even if the Colts are average this year, they could still finish in second in the division. So they're not going to probably beat the Jags, but you might be able to get to 6 to 9 wins, maybe. You know what I mean? But again, if things go south, then they might be a 5-win team. It all depends with injuries and whatnot. So, but again, they don't want to give them the Andrew Luck treatment, where it's like there's no offensive line, even though the Colts do, but their players haven't been playing up to their potential. So hopefully that will get ramped up, and then we'll go from there. And that's my honest evaluation. Sarah might want me to say, yeah, he's the guy. He's the Cam Newton. But I have to be honest, even with friends, even with people that are like very close to me, I have to give you the truth, because if you have false hope and then he ends up being shitty, then you're going to be crushed. I have to give you proper expectations now. So then if he ends up being a bust, it's not going to break your heart. You're going to be okay. And then you can find the next guy that's going to be the man. So that's my evaluation. I think that's fair. I hope they don't ruin him either. Yeah, I can't wait for the weather to get better. Weather has just been fucking so hot. 100 to 106. Like, where am I? Texas, Arizona, South America, Africa, fucking Australia. Like, it's just, I don't understand. You know, I hope we never have to have this again. It's tough. They're down in 5. Nice throw. First down, Browns. You got any wrestlers or chief players you want me to pull up? I know you don't really give a shit about the photos, but still, sometimes I like to be able to throw it out there. Oh, little end around. Eagles are sniffing it out. Get him. Wow. Oh, and there's a flag on the play. What speed by the Eagles right there. Their pursuit on defense. Where was that in the Super Bowl? Oh, DX. I can always count on you to do something that's like what I would, like, thank you for being you. Because, I mean, like I said, anytime I can see like NWO or DX, or if I can end up seeing like Dusty or old school stuff, 80s and 90s specifically, that's the best on planet Earth ever. So it'll never be better than the 80s and 90s. I don't give a shit what anyone says. And yes, I will. Good choice. See who the flag is on in this fucking baseball score or hockey score. 3-2 in the second quarter. The fuck? The fuck? Degeneration. DX, baby. My favorite are Road Dogg and Badass Billy Gunn, though, from the DX. I'm more NWO, though. I mean, like I said, some people, I think Triple H was a great heel. Some people are Shawn Michael guys. I'm more Bret Hart, but I'm more NWO as well. But Six, X-Pac, China, awesome. Shawn Michaels. But for me, it was always going to be about the Road Dogg, Jesse James, Badass Billy Gunn, the New Age Outlaws. And you bring it down with that. We got 2 words for you. That's what it's about. That's what the most entertaining part was to me. But they were great as a group and a faction. But it was really Road Dogg and Badass Billy Gunn were kind of the stars, even though Triple H and Shawn Michaels were the bigger names. They were the leaders, but who like got people excited? Let's be honest. Because it's all about the talkers. Can you cut a promo? It's like Shawn Michaels really couldn't. China and X-Pac 6 couldn't, right? Triple H could, but it's, kind of drawn out the way that he talks. If you ever seen The Rock imitate him, you know exactly what I'm talking about. But it's all about talkers, and that's why Badass Billy Gunn, at the end, with that energy. But Road Dogg really was the heart and soul of DX. Because if they weren't able to come up with that fucking cool promo in the beginning, it doesn't take them to superstardom. You got to have someone that can talk. Big facts. Most underrated member of the whole thing. Shotgun set on 3rd down and 12. Screen pass for the Browns. Blockers downfield. Go, go. Whoa, hit him with a juke. First down, Browns. Nice. I mean, obviously, you'd have the pranks and the antics of Triple H and Shawn Michaels that were like funny. But again, like if you want that energy, get you going, you get excited. That was the New Age Outlaws. They're trying to compete with Kevin Nash and Scott Hall with the Outsiders. It was the WWE version of the Outsiders, right? I miss those days. First down and 10, got plenty of time. Pass incomplete. Yeah, but those will always be my favorite. Like hell, I even cherry picked out of Preston's collection, New Age Outlaws. I'm like, I have to have these. I was like, give me this Road Dogg and this Badass Billy Gunn. I had to trade him some Colt stuff for it. And I was like, all right, here, take this Peyton Manning McFarlane. Give me those. And they were loose and used, but I didn't care. I was like, I want them. Those were his that he played with. So it's like you get those ones that, that are from someone's childhood rather than just someone on eBay. So, truth right there. Three, 2 Eagles with 11:40 left in the second quarter. Come on, man. Come on, man. Tipped, picked. Oh, baby. Did he drop it? What the fuck? Bro, you got to be shitting me. That shit was like a volleyball coming down. Easy. And that's why you play defense. Jesus Christ. The easiest pick of the guy's career, and he dropped it. Oh, my God. Street. About to go hit the streets after that one. You're cut. Yeah, it's going to be harder for sure. So, Mo Gumbo in the building. What's good? He's a junkyard dog. What's good, brother? I think that they'll still be very, very good. The schedule will be more difficult for sure. But if you look at the NFC, it's gotten worse. So the teams that are going to excel are going to be like the Eagles, right? The Niners with Brock Purdy. Trey Lance is garbage, it looks like, right? The Saints will step up with Carr and adding Jamal Williams, right? And having Cameron Jordan, they're healthy. Lattimore, Demario Davis, them, Ramczyk, right? They'll be good. Michael Thomas, we don't know. We hope, though. He'll be good, right? Then after that, with those three, then maybe Seahawks, Packers, if Jordan Love can play well, Cowboys, Giants, and then maybe the Lions or Vikings. So there's going to be like, 8, 9 teams, but the upper echelon should be Eagles, Niners, and this is not in any order specifically, but Eagles, Niners, Saints, Seahawks, Packers, Cowboys, and then obviously Vikings, Lions, Giants, all there. That's my pecking order. Okay, and then on the AFC side, Chiefs, Bengals, Bills, possibly the Jets. We'll see what the Ravens and the Steelers do, and then it's kind of like a bunch of teams clamoring in mediocrity. You know what I mean? But that's kind of how I see it. So could the Chiefs and the Eagles still be the two best teams in their conferences? Yeah, even with a harder schedule, I think they could. But again, the Niners are well balanced. The Eagles, well balanced, right? Saints, well balanced. And then that's it. Then you go to like the Seahawks, there's holes. Packers, there's holes. But they're good. They look like they could still win 10 to 12 games, but it might be like I make the wild card, but maybe I lose that wild card because you fight against the Saints, the Eagles, or the Niners, and you might lose, right? But there's going to be those teams there. Vikings, Cowboys, Lions, Packers, Seahawks, so it's like a top 3 and then everyone below them. And then like the same thing with the AFC, Chiefs, Bengals, Bills, and then everyone below, Jets and a bunch of other teams, Ravens, Steelers, Dolphins, and a few others, right? Chargers, but it's below the top 3. This is not Chiefs, Bengals, Bills. And then who could be number 4? Maybe the Jets. Yeah, but the offensive line and defense are still kind of booty. But they got Rodgers and Dalvin Cook, so they're going to be bandwagon, right? And then obviously on the other side, like I said, I think it's going to go Eagles, Niners, Saints. And then I think the 4th team could be the Seahawks or the Packers. I think that could be the one. We just have to see who is going to play better. Jordan Love with all that talent, with Kunta Kuntz and LaFleur, or is it Seattle adding that receiver, Jackson Smith-Njigba? And if they can get the O-line and defense, Bobby Wagner's back, maybe the Seahawks could be that 4th team. But it'll be one of those two more than likely. And then obviously Vikings and Lions and Cowboys won't be that far behind either. They're all going to be clamoring for about 10 wins. A lot of these teams are just trying to get to 10 and then go from there. The upper echelon teams should win 12 to 14, but it all depends with injuries. So I'll get you a junkyard dog. You made Paisley's birthday great. So I appreciate you. Oh, that's a real high-scoring game of 3-2. It's just mind-blowing. There you go, baby. It's your boy, Junkyard Dog. I got a Junkyard Dog thumb wrestler, I believe, and a Hulk Hogan. I got to go through my wrestling figures that are loose. I think I have about 30 or 40 that are loose, and I have hundreds that are in the package because I've been collecting since I was like 5. But I have the thumb wrestlers where you put your thumb in the back of the butt of the wrestler and you just yeah. And I think I had Ivan Volkov and then Hogan and then maybe Junkyard Dog. I think I had 2, 3, or 4 of them. So Andre, 119 beers in 6 hours. He's like, yeah, I want 330 cases of beer. Put them in the garbage can. I'll drink it from there, and I need 2 bottles of wine, and that'll cover me for maybe a half hour. And then the cans were like this big in his hand. He's like, let me have a beer. It's like when you do like tea party, like, if you have like a daughter or you've seen someone that has like a girl and they're doing like the little tea party thing. And like, that's how it was for Andre, for real. Yeah. Well, obviously, as a Bucks fan, if I think that they could be that good, obviously that's saying something. And if they stay healthy, there is a chance that the Saints can make the NFC Championship game. Maybe it's not Eagles, Niners, but maybe it's one of those teams, and then maybe the Saints is the other. But again, a lot has to happen for that to get to that point. But I definitely think the Saints could be the 3 or the 4. And if I had to put money on, if it's going to be the Seahawks or the Saints team has more depth. So I would have to give it to them for now, but the Seahawks are coming. Like you can tell. At some point, the Seahawks and Niners are going to be battling for, that position to go further along, just like they did when they had Kaepernick and Russell Wilson. Like both teams had a run for about 4 years, and there's going to be some epic battles. Crabtree, Richard Sherman, don't ever talk about my mama, you know. But Saints fans are going to over exaggerate because some of them just don't know football. But others are going to take it with a grain of salt. But if you compare the rest of the NFC to that team, a lot of the teams got worse. Packers don't have Rodgers there. Brady's gone. There's just a lot of just kind of shitty teams in the NFC. So there's going to be wiggle room. So if you are the Saints or the Seahawks, you feel great. And if you're the Packers, you would feel extremely lucky that you lost Rodgers and you could still end up being the fourth or fifth best team in the NFC. That's incredible. You'll still have to fight with the Vikings and the Lions and the Cowboys and the Giants and, a sleeper team like the Falcons and a few others. But like the Rams will be bad, Cardinals will be bad, Buccaneers will be bad, Panthers will be bad. There's a lot of teams that are going to be Buccaneers, bad, bad, bad. So, Jets have all the help. Yeah, they could be the fourth best team in the AFC. The only way they don't make the playoffs is if they have major injuries, and traditionally they do. So, and the O-line and defense are nowhere near where they need to be. You got all these good skill position players, but again, O-line is not there. And when the guys are there, like Vera Tucker, some of these guys get hurt, so you can't count on them. And then besides Sauce and Quinn and Williams, who else can you count on game in and game out? Nobody. So there's guys that are there that are pretty good, but not game in, game out guys. Maybe a game every 4 game kind of guy. Let's see if I can find some more DX for Cyberpunk. What else do you want to see, Cyber? Are you still in the building? Yeah, baby. DX Army. Stone Cold, great choice. I need wrestling photos in my life. You know this. If I don't get 80s or 90s wrestling photos in a while, like I start to go like dormant. Like I start to like feel like not myself. But luckily, I'm such a big wrestling fan. I mean, I spend a lot of time watching wrestling when I can. This next photo I can hear. Like you can hear that photo, the iconic glass breaking. And if there's no Rock or Stone Cold, there's no LA Knight. Yeah. Just ripping off Stone Cold and The Rock. He never will be Stone Cold or The Rock. Never. But at least it's entertaining for us in 2023. Hell yeah. Oh, give me a hell yeah. Like if you go back and actually watch like Stone Cold and Rock do promos, I mean, they would just obliterate anyone that's wrestling today besides MJF. It's just insane how good they were. And to be feuding against each other too. Like how great was that? And it's like Shawn Michaels and Bret Hart couldn't really talk. So it's like they were great wrestlers, but you couldn't really fully get invested because they couldn't really talk. And then once you got Rock and Stone Cold, you're like, dude, this is exactly what we've needed our whole lives. A talent, but then also the shit talking the match and being funny too. Oh, hell yeah. First down and 10. Play action fake. Good time in the pocket. There we go. Hell yeah. First down, Browns. That was awesome. What a throw. The hell is this 3-2 shit, though? If the Eagles were smart, I think I would probably go with Nakobe Dean, Hassan Reddick, and then Cunningham. That's where I would go. And then you could rotate Miles Jack in and all the other guys, but they got some depth. But talking about depth, I mean, there's not going to be anything that you're going to ever see like this. Like you thought Hulk Hogan was a good talker until you saw this, right? And not only were they great wrestlers, but the promos and on the microphone, you're never going to see this again. Macho Man to The Rock to Stone Cold. Those are my favorite three. I'm a big Hogan guy too, though, even though he's a piece of shit in real life. I mean, the NWO, though, what can I do? I'm a big Scott Hall, Kevin Nash, Hogan guy. That's just NWO. They told me an NWO for life, brother. Oh, yeah, yeah. So I believe them. I got to go grab my drink. Ooh, look at that thumb. Oh, I didn't get to watch it last night. I was reading and doing some film study, watching the new Avatar movie, and then I passed out. 3-2, man. We got a hockey score here, Lenny D. York kicking it from New York. It's got the distance. And it's good. 5-3 Browns. Yeah. Who do you think the three linebackers are going to be? I mean, like I said, Cunningham has to stay healthy. But if you're talking about, striking fear, the Kobe Dean, right? Reddick won. The Kobe Dean, you start him for sure. And then either Cunningham or Miles Jack or one of the others for the third spot. That's where I would go based on looking at the evaluation. No, I'm saying the main ones that you're going to play, like the main ones in the rotation, like middle and then outside. The Mike and the Will, and then the middle linebacker. You're going to have more than three linebackers. But I'm saying like the main ones that should start, because obviously I think Nakobe Dean has earned the right to start now. But we'll see how many they keep. They're going to keep a lot. I mean, I imagine that the roster is going to be very difficult to go down on the defensive side, depending on how much depth you have. There's going to be good players that are going to be on the practice squad or that get cut, unfortunately. So. WrestleMania 40. Yeah, I know. I don't know what the fuck's going on, man. Thank you so much for supporting, bro. Like I said, I didn't get any support when I did the Mariner game today, even though Julio went 5 for 5 and hit a game-winning home run to give us the lead. Grayson Waller and Gunther. They're really trying to get wrestlers and NASCAR people to kind of cross over into other things now. Lots of wrestlers getting into football, baseball, basketball, and NASCAR. Promoting. Gunther's like, I'm going to fuck everyone up, including you. I don't talk on microphone. I just beat ass, win belt, look pretty. Gunther. I need to plug in my keyboard. Hold up, yo. Honky Tonk Man, he's trying to take the record. Now they're just beating the guy's ass. All right. I got my keyboard charging right now. Hopefully it'll be all good. Fucking Eagle goofballs. Fuck out of here. Five, 3. What the fuck is going on here? First down and 10. Can we get a touchdown, please? I know both teams are known for defense, but this is ridiculous. I mean, what are we going to have? Just like field goals and safeties? Gunther, aka Walter. Yeah. But the thing is, he needs to have mic skills, though. Like, I get it, you're big and Vince and all the people love you, and you're trying to beat the Honky Tonk Man and be like the longest reigning IC, but you can't talk on the mic. So that's why he'll never be in my top 5. You can't talk. So you're limited. Anyone can wrestle. Not everyone can talk. Good blockers downfield. Fumble! Go! Go, Browns, go! Yeah. There we go. It's a turnover party. Turnover potty. Sermon with the fumble. Punched right out like Charles Peanut Tillman. See you later. Shotgun set off the turnover. Short game. Damn, Eagle fans are going to be like, 3? Can you imagine if this was during the regular season? This would not fly. And hopefully we can at least get to at least one team can get to 20. I hope. It's like, damn, I put on the fucking jersey and the chain and the the bandana and the snow hat for this. All right. Talk to you soon. But Cyberpunk came in and saved the day. So, I mean, it would have been rough if we would have had minimal results for, both streams. Third down and 4. Like, hell, put in the WWE guys. Shotgun set. Third down and 4. Pressure around the edge. Wow. I thought that was going to get picked. Browns are going to score here. Sermon getting cut. Yep. Ringo, what the fuck you doing? Ringo's like, is this Georgia? This isn't Georgia. The fuck you doing? Yeah, Thompson Robinson's a G, man. He fucking threaded the needle on that bitch. See that? That was a great throw. Brown's about to score. Cab is here. Handoff. Here we go. Here we go. Shake and bake. Flag on the play. That might be a holding. It was a hell of a run. Browns always have good running backs. First string, second string, third string, fourth string, fifth string. No matter. They can literally put anybody back there, and it seems like they get close to 100 yards. For real, though. Oh, it's coming back. Cyberpunk, you still in the room? Anything else that you want to see? At halftime, I'm just going to do more Stone Cold. That's what we'll do. We'll just do a bunch of Stone Cold and rocks. First down and 19. Throw to the sideline, incomplete. We hit you with the junkyard dog, little DX, Army, Stone Cold. That picture talks. Give me a hell yeah. Rock and Stone Cold, one of the best feuds of all time. Let's go. Rock bottom. Browns try and put the rock bottom down on the Eagles, but we'll see. 5-3. Second down and 18. Shotgun set. Thompson Robinson, go, baby. Oh, help him out. What happened to my hands? Cunningham with the coverage. Third down and 18, 5-3, Browns. Come on, Dorian. Back shoulder incomplete. Watkins the intended. All right, field goal unit coming out again. You're good? Okay. Field goal's up, and it's good. 8-3, Browns. What a score. Man, if I was an Eagle fan or a Brown fan, I would want a refund. I'm like, what the fuck is this? I mean, at least the defense is there, and I'm a defensive guy, but this is just ridiculous for NFL, though. For real, though. Kick is up, and it's good. 8-3 Browns. Can you imagine spending like $500 to $1,000, to watch the Eagles play, even though it's going to be like backups and whatnot, and then this is what you get free at home after going to the Super Bowl? Oh, I bet. There's all kinds of memes. Yeah, baseball or hockey. Yeah, but Mariota obviously didn't get a whole lot of help up front, so they want to criticize Mariota. It's a fucking offensive line. If no motherfucker is blocking, how are you supposed to go through your reads? You can't go through your reads. I mean, hell, even Aaron Rodgers and Tom Brady weren't able to go through their reads if the O line isn't there. So, offensive line has been terrible. And the Browns defense is pretty stout too. So, all right, let's see if Mariota can do anything now. 2-minute drill. Levi in the building. What's good? Flag on the play. Wow, they actually get a play to go in their favor for the Eagles. Mitchell with the penalty. Yeah, you got to have the good memes and the good gifs for sure. That's a big part of Twitter, aka X. Still, shotgun set, play action fake, going deep. Defender was kind of draped over his back, but I'm not sure if it was going to reflect into a flag. But the fans were grumbling right there. A little bit overthrown. Gunther, aka Walter, he said, "Sit down, biatch." All right, I'm gonna start looking to see what else I can find here. I got to be entertained somehow, either by wrestling photos or food. This game ain't cutting it. This is some greatness. At least you can see some greatness on your screen somewhere. Definitely not getting it from the game. Oh, look who it is. It is Hari. How are you? I've missed you for like 6 months. How are you? I've definitely made a lot of upgrades to the channel, figured out how to do thumbnails on my own so I don't have to pay anyone anymore. I've been praying and waiting and hoping that we would have a day where you could even come in with no dono and just come in and say hello, even if it was just for 10 seconds. I think it would have made a lot of people happy. And on top of that, thank you so much. You got to take care of you. Your mental health is number one. You got all the other legal things and cats and everything else that's going on. And I hope that you have a good transition with the glasses. But we love you. We missed you. Appreciate you. And I'm not exaggerating too by saying it, even if you would have just dropped in and be like, "Hi, I'm just dropping in. I'm not doing good right now, really, but I miss you guys. Bye." And then I would have been like, that would have made my day, probably my month. So thank you so much. Bang, 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 and a boom, 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 and a bang, 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 bang. New grasses. What would you like to see? Would you like to see some Tommy Townsend, or do you have someone else that you would like to see? You let me know. Well, it's the truth. I don't exaggerate. We're gonna call it how we see it. But all the mods miss you. All the regulars miss you. All the people that are maybe occasional watchers. They know who you are and they miss you. Certain people have an impact in the room because they're smart. They're well spoken. They have a lot to say. Um, and it always is interesting with certain people in the room. Takes the stream to another level, and obviously we've been lacking that by not having you in the room. But again, no hard feelings. You have to take care of you, and we love you. We always will. We'll always support you. We miss you, and we'll support you, and no matter what, even if you come in and can't dono, we're not going to see you any differently, think of you any differently. We just want to be your friend and be there for you if you want to be around us. So that's very very true. But we miss you. So hopefully things are slowly getting a little bit better. We all kind of go through like the ups and the downs, but it is football season, so we're gonna have a lot of fun, and then hopefully we'll get to see a little bit more of you. But I got some Munchkin kitties on lock, some penguins, um, some Chiefs, whatever you want. Let me know. Halftime's coming up here in 2 minutes, so you let me know what you want to see, and I got you. I mean, obviously we have this like a hockey score, baseball score of a game. So yeah, my day is made. My year is now. I feel good now. Like you were the last missing piece that we were missing. All the mods, and stuff. Besides with one individual that passed away, Nate the Great. But other than that, you were the one that we were, kind of waiting on. Hopefully that when the time was right, that you were going to come in and, regardless of dono or not, just to be able to say hi and hang out for a little bit. So. Layla in the building. What's good? Third down and 11, 149 left in the second quarter, 8-3 Browns. Yeah, I feel it's a kind of like a breath of fresh air. And a lot of things have happened since last time you've been on the stream. Like me and the girlfriend broke up. I got Paisley full time. I moved in with family. Now I don't have any restrictions on when I can stream. I can stream pretty much in the morning from 7 a.m. till midnight now, not until after 4 or 5 p.m. I'm going to be doing reaction videos also now to help us get over 20,000 subs and to be able to try to further the channel. Um, but I mean, I figured out how to do thumbs. I figured out scoreboard and new background looks for each show. Yeah, it's if you go back and kind of look, things are quite a bit different for the better. So fourth down and 18, 8-3 Browns. What a great day. I feel bad for some of the people that would have loved to be in here while you were in here. Yeah, well, like I said, yeah, I mean, you've been going. All of us have been going through either mental health or mental health issues or something. Everyone has been going through either mental health, job. Everyone's been going through a little bit of drama and things like that. But yeah, he had stage 4 cancer, and like I said, I think I was really the only one that was talking to him kind of towards the end, trying to keep his spirits high and whatnot. But yeah, that was the big one. That wasn't fun, but other than that, like I said, that's pretty much everything else. Are you? How long are you going to be in here? Are you going to be able to be in here? Are you going to another stream? Are you just stopping by? Yeah, but we're happy that you're here, and thank you so much for your generosity. You've always been, just superb. It's been a little challenging in 2023 compared to 2022. 2022 went pretty smoothly, and then a lot of factors have contributed of it being kind of a struggle at times. But I'm still full time, and you can. No way. You're gonna. When's bedtime? Bedtime is a little ways away. Oh, great! Now we can honor you today. Because obviously this is an 8-3 game, and obviously most people are making memes of this game now. But we can throw up some of your favorite things, and that makes my heart happy. Because like I said, that was like the one piece that I was really hoping that regardless of Dono or not, literally you could come back and not Dono, and I would just be thrilled. Because like I said, it was never about Holly Hundo; it was about Holly Winchell. And not a lot of people in other streams know the Holly Winchell. They only know the Holly Hundo, and the ones that know, the one that we like is the Holly Winchell, the one that we really get to know, the personal. So I love you, and thank you for your generosity. And I can't wait to throw up some pictures here for you. You are very worthy. I'm not worthy. I'm not worthy. You are. You are very Wayne's World. 4th down and 3. This game is in mud right now. I was really hoping for a better quality game. And then I streamed the Mariner game earlier today, and we didn't get any support in that one. I don't know what it is about baseball, basketball, NASCAR, and hockey, but those fans don't support. But football fans and wrestling fans, or if you're a football fan and you up showing up to one of my streams that's other, then we actually, will hit numbers and whatnot. So, but I hopefully with my hard work ethic that I can eventually turn the corner where the other streams that aren't football or wrestling, where we can actually have decent days consistently. So, yeah, we missed you so much. I actually just messaged Cyberpunk, who was in the room, but I don't know if he got the message. I'll be like, Holly is in the stream. But I don't know if he checks his Twitter or X anymore. So, but we've missed you. Like I said, of course, we would love to have Nate the Great, but he's watching from heaven, cheering on his Broncos, and he's still riding or dying for me. So, shotgun set. Mariota, little short pass. And obviously, Eagle fans are going to probably rip apart Mariota, but they should be ripping up that offensive line. But prayers up for you. Everything legally, mentally, physically, health-wise. I hope everything gets better for you. So, well, yeah, I know I'm going to. Hell, I've been doing this for 11 years. It took me 10 years to go full time. I sacrificed a Jordan rookie worth 20 to 30,000. I'm not quitting. But it's just I want to be able to hit the algorithm at least at one point or another. And there's so much competition. That's fine, but you would think out of all the different things that I do, there's got to be a moment at some point that and I think with the reaction videos, that's what will get us over 20, and then we just got to be able to ride that momentum and go from there. So, because I already know we have one of the best channels on YouTube for sports and wrestling. Period. It's just a matter of getting more people to realize that we have something here. Cardiac cats. And I appreciate that. Always grinding. Especially when I'm working pretty much 7 days a week. But I would rather do my dream and spend time with Paisley than live in a big mansion with Paisley and not do the dream. I'd rather be homeless with Paisley than, live in a mansion by myself. So it all depends on perspective. What's important to you? The dream, Paisley, the go, Fran. 1st down and 10. Little check down. I'm excited. Not only do we get Holly for like a couple minutes, the rest of the stream, what is it, my birthday? It was Paisley's birthday yesterday. Victor Sploot says, hello. Oh, Victor, I've missed Victor. It's been like 7 months. I've been wondering about all the different things that have been going on. We haven't been able to do as many fun food streams without you. And yeah, I'm excited to be able to throw up some food or some football players or some animals, whatever we decide to get into. I always have time for dogs and cats. So the little sploot. But it's nice. A lot of hard work has been, going into, the look and adding the scoreboard and being able to get the thumbs right, because obviously, Johnny charging as much as he did, and if I'm not making enough money to pay him, I got to a point where I had to fucking figure it out myself, and it was difficult. But once I got the right tools and programs, I figured it out. And if you look, like everything looks like Johnny, and that's me. So I figured it out. Now it's probably going to be, Johnny probably doesn't like that I figured it out. But if you're going to charge me $35, it's one thing if you charge Tom that. He's rich. I'm not. So it's like I can't afford that. I mean, especially if it's like a $20 thumb or 25, and then you're trying to make an extra 10 or 15 off me. Like I can't afford it, but I did it to support you. But then it got to the point where I couldn't afford at all. So I said, well, I guess I got to figure this shit out on my own, and then really tried to put my head down and figure it out. So, all right, 8-3 halftime. Let's get some photos for Holly. Lenny D in the building. What's good? Sploot says hello. What should we go into photos? What would you like to see? All right, first we'll start it off with some corgi because when you know about someone, you know what they like, and so let's go into some animals first, and then we'll let Holly gain her bearings, and then we'll be able to go from there. Man, I haven't thrown up a corgi photo in like 7 months. Yeah, we miss you. People that aren't in the stream are going to be like, "No way, she was there." I'll be like, "Yeah, yeah, she was there." 8-3 Browns at halftime. Unbelievable. Can't believe Paisley's 2 years old. I'm a dog father, and I've been walking her even more now since I got her, full time. Like the ex watches her like maybe a day a week, day and a half. But I'm trying to do 2, 3 walks a day. I mean, she's just has a bigger backyard here. It's a house. It's not an apartment. She gets all the love and the kisses and the snugs, for me. And yeah. Well, I didn't do them for a year or two, and then now I'm in a position where I'm going to do pretty much every game. I think I did 12 games week 1 out of the 16. So if I can end up doing that, 12 to 16 games and reaction videos with live streams throughout the football season, we're going to get over 20,000. You know what I'm saying? So like I said, I feel that a lot of people scream and yell with the reaction videos, but I give you more. I'm actually give you some substance, some stats, opinions, not bias, and actually have it be entertaining. But some people just like seeing people that scream and yell, but I like to be able to take the reaction video to another level. So I just started doing them. So I think that we will gain a lot of ground with those, and that will get us the 160 subs to get to 20. And then we should be able to get far beyond that. So I assume once 2024 starts, we will be over 20,000 and hopefully somewhere between 20 and I don't know, 20 to 20, whatever. Well, I'll take whatever over 20 I'll take. So, and I appreciate that. But yeah, like I said, I know I'll get in the algorithm with that. So, food, animal, cheese, sports. So obviously, I know before you had an issue with Tommy Townsend and whatnot. So how are your feelings with Tommy now? You still love him? Are you a little angry at him with the situation with the following, unfollowing, and whatnot? If he's going to be on the team, if he's going to leave the team, how are you feeling about Tommy before I start throwing Tommy photos up? Because I could throw up another Chief player if he pissed you off, which is understandable because obviously you've been nothing but supportive to the Townsend family. But I figured I'd ask you so that way you can, give me the heads up. So that way I'm not just throwing a bunch of Tommy photos and then you're like, you know, not wanting to see that. So nothing like looking at dogs. I'll get some cats up here too. Pizzle in the building. What's good? Cardiac Cats has just been watching and spying on me for fucking 5, 6, 7 years, and just recently subscribed. Imagine how many people that are like that. There's a lot, you know. But I appreciate it. Hey, better late than never. Appreciate you. All right, let's get some more photos here for Holly. I'm gonna go to all her favorite things to make her smile. I mean, I know she already is, but now we can. I'm smiling, so it's a magical day. I prayed for this day. I was like, one day she'll be back, and hopefully things are a little bit better. But if not, then we can cheer her up. Because that's the main thing. I thought that if you would have dropped in, within the last 6 or 7 months on those hard days, I would have been able to make those hard days a little bit better. That's all I wanted. I just wanted to be able to make things better for you. Regardless if you could donate or not, that wasn't really on my mind. I've already struggled tremendously in 2023. I mean, if Sarah tells you the stories on how things have been going, some days have been really good, but we've had a lot of challenging days, like a lot of days where we're like I don't know, I just gotta, if we have a bad day, then I just be like, well, hopefully tomorrow will be better, and I just gotta keep going. So, but it's always about building the relationships and when you actually genuinely do care about people, it's not just about the subs and the donos and the views. It's about the people that are helping you try to get your dreams to come true. And then some people care about people and some people don't. Some people are fake, some people are real. You got to be able to whittle out who cares and who doesn't. So, but there are a lot of people out there that you don't really know. You have to sometimes you want to give them the benefit of the doubt, but like hell, I am here in Oregon, I don't hang out with too many people. I got like 3 people, 4 people that I hang out with. I had 500 friends on Facebook and I deleted 300 of them. And now I'm down to under 200, and then I don't even associate myself with out of those 200 or 197. I probably associate with 4 of them. So a lot of people are just kind of spying on me and whatnot. But you know, man, it's been a minute. I've missed these photos. Some of them munchkin kitties, and that's why it's good to have Holly in the room because then I bring up things that normally I wouldn't bring up. But it's specifically to you and your love for animals like me. So I mean, look at that little tongue. I mean, this is more entertaining than the game. I was like, "Oh, please, Hari, one day you'll come back to me. Oh, please, NWSF, we're waiting on you. We love you." All right, let's see. What else do we want to do for Holly? All right, I'm gonna do some penguins. Penguins are always a good time. I've been watching a lot of like Nat Geo, and I'm always looking for different specials. Anytime I see something animal related, I try to send it to the appropriate people. Nothing like a Nat Geo or BBC special on penguins, baby. Exactly. I mean, if anyone is gonna like block or unfriend or take away your like sub or follow or something, yeah. I mean, like I said, with all the love and support if someone isn't going to be able to reciprocate, I mean, I get it. Professional athletes sometimes are going to interact with fans, and sometimes they don't. Sometimes they, you know, it's hard to explain. You know what I mean? Like, not everyone is going to treat someone the way that they would be treated, to someone else. It's just, you know, unfortunate. But if you have someone else that you want me to be able to support, you can always have Harrison Butker or some Andy Reid. It doesn't have to go that route. You let me know. So, but agreed. You don't want to feel that, okay, I'm giving all my fanboy fangirl love, and then you're not even appreciating. I get you. But I'm so happy you're back. Feels good. I mean, preseason games sometimes are going to be good. Sometimes it's low scoring, but not like this, like a baseball score. I don't think anyone anticipated that. But I did see you were able to go to training camp and whatnot, so that's cool. It's nice to have friends where you can go and celebrate the Chiefs together with you and Rachel. So that's a good thing that you have in your life. I'm happy for you with that. I'll give you some Chief love. Hey, if Tommy's going to be a jerk, then we can show something better. Some Andy Lombardi. It's a sweet picture. So is that one. And this one. Little zoom in. He's like, oh, it's a cheeseburger. We miss you. We miss everything. Sarah with a doll hair. Bang, 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 boom, boom, boom. Bang, bang. $1. Hello. Appreciate you. Second half about to start. Let's go. I even got the logo too. We got to make sure we're doing our due diligence here. Chiefs, 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 Chiefs. The cicadas. All the cicadas. Man, I feel so good. I don't even know. I mean, regardless of what happens in this game, because my heart feels like I feel like a weight has been lifted. I feel like because I think a lot of it was me just hoping that you were okay, and like I said, everyone's got different things that they have to deal with, and they decide on how they deal with it and who they deal it with. So, but I wish always only the best for you. And like I said, I think a lot of people respect you, they like you, they appreciate you, and we can't wait to be able to have you back. Shit, made my year. My year is good now. I just been waiting all year, and then now I'm good. Just knowing that one of my people is gonna you know we can have some conversations, and I can pull up some awesome photos. Take it down in 5. Nice pass. First down, Eagles. We got to get some touchdowns, baby. Tanner McKee. Yes. 8-3 Browns. Come on, baby. We got touchdowns that we need to get. Yeah, he did. I was just thinking that too. I was like, is that Carson? For real. All right. Sermon. He's like, I don't want to get cut from the team. Here we go. Oh, good block up front right there with a little shake and bake. Move the chains. 8-3. Come on, Philly. Let's go. But I hope your family is doing well. I hope your brother's doing well. I hope the family's doing well. I hope the animals are doing well. And most of all, I hope you are in a better headspace than maybe you were, 6, 7 months ago. Genuinely. A taller, more accurate Wentz. For real, though, right? But let's not forget, Wentz, was going to win the MVP if he didn't get hurt. And maybe the trajectory of his career would have went in another direction if he would have ended up winning the MVP in the Super Bowl. He said, this is who I've been waiting on all day, Tanner McKee. Mariota's like, fuck, I'm going down on the depth chart. But again, the offensive line didn't do him any favors. Offensive line was fucking booty cheeks in the first half. Screen pass, blockers downfield, good pulling, nice execution, first down, Eagles, move the chains. Great blocking up front right there. There we go. We've gotten more action in the first 3 plays than we did all first half. There we go. Nice blocks. It's a block party. Nice job. First down and 10. Eagles. Let's go. I mean, they're at home, It's like they were representing the NFC. And I know Jalen's not there. What a cutback. Let's go. The 10, the 5. Touchdown. Eagles. Let's go. Finally. Bang. Yes. What a cutback. Good. Because I've thought about you every day. I was just hoping that, things were going to get better for you. What a cutback. Quarterback could have thrown a big block right there, but didn't. And rumbling and a bumbling down the sideline, tiptoeing in my Jordans, tiptoeing in my Jordans. Touchdown, Eagles. Extra point is up, and it's good. 10-8 Eagles. Fly, Eagles, fly. So expectations for the Chiefs this year, win the AFC, make it to the Super Bowl again. I mean, it's pretty much Super Bowl or bust at this point every year with Mahomes and Kelsey and Reed. So they said you guys couldn't win it without Tyreek. You proved them wrong. They say you can't win it without Bieniemy. You can win it again this year. That's facts. So. And then what do I got here with the Eagles and Browns? So, okay, we got with the Eagles, what do we got here? We got the spinning logos now that I can incorporate, which is very, very cool, right? Or we can give you my quarterback, and you want to be a fool, we can get a little Baker Mayfield. Hey, 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 hey. I really haven't had a chance to use the Baker just yet, but I was waiting for it. Let's go. But I like the spinning logos. The spinning logos are dope. I'm always trying to improve the channel in many, many ways. So, but there they are. Absolutely. And like I said, it's always O line, D line, defense coaching, and play calling. And the O line and the D line is like the gasoline. You can have the Ferrari and the Lambo, which is like, Mahomes or Burrow or Allen or, Herbert or Lamar or whatever, right? But if you don't got that good blocking up front, that's really going to limit, the running game and the passing game to be able to make those plays that take about 3 to 5 seconds to develop. And if you only have two, you're not going to be able to get that big touchdown. So unless you're a freak of nature like Patrick Mahomes, right? Lighter version of Ajayi. Yeah, that's true. I would say that evaluation is very very similar. See, that's good. I got Holly smiling and laughing and feeling good, hanging out with the goats. I did message Cyber, but I don't know if he checked his Twitter. But I was like, Holly's in the stream. You should come. But I don't think he checks it, but he will at some point. He'd be like, "Oh, I missed her," and then I'll do a reaction video to that after this game is over. So I got to capitalize on reaction videos this season, just because the live streams they're hating on me on the algorithm. So and there's a lot of competition. So I need to find other ways to be able to break through. Baseball, basketball, hockey, NASCAR, but reaction videos will be. And then if I can do the football ones, maybe I can even do baseball ones down the road if they'll let me keep the video up. So I can end up doing basketball ones, baseball ones, hockey ones. And if I can do that, that might be what gets us over. So, but I'm going to work hard to try to do 12 to 16 reaction videos a week, which is going to be tough because you got to put them out as soon as they happen. So that means that I probably won't be doing 3 games live stream on a Sunday. I'll probably just do 1 or 2. Morning game, then I do reaction videos until Sunday Night Football. Sunday Night Football ends, I do that stream of reaction videos again at night, and then early in the Monday morning all the way up until Monday Night Football. So if I can squeeze out a majority of the reaction videos on Sunday and Monday, then we're going to get a shitload of views. So, yeah, we haven't been able to get enough support on the NASCAR stuff, so I had to stop doing it. I couldn't even do freestyle streams because we couldn't get enough people to show up. So it's pretty much I have to do games. I have to do events. So until we can build up the following, but I know I should be able to get to a point where I can get like 1,000 to 50,000 views on a video, just depending on the algorithm and when they get pushed on the reaction side. So some of them will get 500 views. A lot of them can probably get 1,000 to 4,000, but then you're going to get some that are 5,000 to 50,000 if you can get into that algorithm, especially if people are noticing that I'm doing like every game. Like not very many people have commitment on the reaction side. They'll usually do, maybe 4 to 6, out of like the 16 games. But if I'm doing 12 to 16, that should give me an edge and cover more fan bases. So my work ethic, I'm going to try to just push myself until I can't push anymore. So, and then the more people that see that, then that's more of a chance to get newbies to sub to the channel. So, and then maybe out of some of those people that sub on the reaction side, they'll come to the live stream, and then maybe we'll create some heavy hitters from those people. So, but it's been 100 to 106 here in Oregon the last 4 days. So it's been nasty, terrible. And Paisley's birthday was yesterday. So I got to spend the morning with her. We went to Petco and, got her, a rabbit and got her bones and toys, greenies. So she was happy. And I'm walking her a lot. We're both losing weight. So trying to walk, about 2 to 3 hours a day. So I'm really putting in a lot of love and time with her. So, but hopefully I'll be able to get back to doing NASCAR stuff. But I mean, for now, it's just pretty much football, Mariners for baseball. We'll do basketball and college hoops when needed, NASCAR when needed, and then we'll focus on wrestling, once a month with the pay-per-views. But it'll pretty much be baseball for Mariners, and then it'll be, football streams on the NFL and college football side, and then reaction videos to NFL and college football. That's what's going to get us over. So, plus I like calling the highlight package, and people can watch those at any time they want. So, Michael McDowell, yep. First down and 10, 10-8 Eagles. Brandon Graham, 70 career sack lunches. Yum, 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 yum. So, do you think you're going to be able to be hopping in streams on a more regular basis, or do you think you still need more time from now to the end of the year, Holly? Play action fake, bootleg, rolling to his left. Almost picked off, incomplete. What happened to my hands? But it's going to be fun. Chiefs, Bengals, Bills, possibly the Jets. Steelers, Ravens, and a few others. Chargers, and then Eagles, Niners, Saints, Seahawks, Packers, Cowboys, Giants, Vikings, Lions. That's kind of what it's looking like. Jags are in that mix too on the AFC side. Nice tackle by the Eagles. Yeah. So kind of like here and there, just depending on how you're feeling. Totally understandable. I mean, I'm really happy that you decided to drop in. But whenever you're ready, to come through, maybe on more of a regular basis, I'm going to be working 7 days a week, pretty much every day for the rest of my life. So, yeah, anything that we can get from you, just showing up, regardless of dono or not, is going to be an awesome day for not only me but for Sarah and for a few of the people in the room as well. So we love you. Third down and 14. What made you come today? Is there a specific thing that made you come today? I saw that you liked my Twitter post or my X post, and when I saw that, I was like, oh, I was like, hello. I was like, maybe she'll show up in the next couple days, and then boom, all of a sudden you showed up. So I really do appreciate you more than you know. But you got genuine people here that will, want the best for you. So always remember that, honesty, loyalty, respect is a big, big thing. It's like when you end up having friendships or if you have a partner, that cheats or lies, it's not fun. You know what I'm saying? It's not fun. And sometimes you got to be able to get away from a toxic situation like I did, and sometimes you got to just understand what's important in life. My dream, the people that are a part of the dream, you guys, Paisley, there's going to be certain things, the girlfriend, it's like certain things are going to be very important. Yeah. And like I said, some communities are going to have good people, great people. Some are going to have people that are going to try to take advantage of who you are or what they think you're about. So not every, community is going to be what you're looking for. You know what I mean? And obviously you're a part of a few of them. And hopefully most of them will be uplifting and, there'll be good people in there that you appreciate being around. So. And I will always lift your spirits, man. And like I said, no other channel is going to be able to throw up a Munchkin kitty in a matter of 3 seconds like us here. So, whether that be a corgi, Munchkin kitty, a penguin, a chief player, maybe Tommy, maybe not Tommy Townsend, that'll be to be determined. But, we'll always make time for you. So, like I said, if anyone is in need and they're one of the goats, I will go out of my way to make sure that their day is better than when it started. You know, dono or no dono, doesn't matter. It's like if you've already proven, to me and people that you're not like everyone else and you're, very special. Just because things get tough, we don't turn our backs on people that are going through a tough time. You know what I mean? Sometimes people do that, but I never will because I always kept communicating with you, throughout this whole process. It's not like, oh, she's not donating, I don't care anymore, or something of that nature. I always keep in touch with a number about 5 to 10 of y'all, regardless if you're in the room or you're never in the room. I want to make sure that people are okay. So I would always try to send you some kitty photos to cheer you up. So, words are one thing, the actions speak louder than words, right? But we're getting into football season, so good time to come through before we get to the regular season. So, if you need anything ever, you know, you're never going to be a hassle or a bother. We get excited when we are able to be around someone as intelligent and as kind-hearted as you. If people could be more like you, communities would be better, not only on YouTube, but in general. It takes a special person to do the things. It's easy to be a piece of shit person. It takes a lot of fucking effort to be a good-hearted, kind-hearted, caring person. period. And we're proud to have you on the channel. First down and 10. 10-8. Eagles. It's Carson Wentz clone. McKee. Floater. Oh, what a throw. Oh, did he drop it? Oh. What happened to my hands? I mean, I'm not, I'm all about the positivity, regardless of how things are going. We could have a lot of people in the room. We could have barely anybody in the room. We could be making a lot of donos. We could make 0 donos. I mean, hell, there's been streams in 2023 where I've worked my ass off. Took me an hour to make a thumb in prep and do a 3 or 4 hour stream, and I made 0. So it really makes you have that gratitude. Yeah, we used to hit, a certain number, but that's not going to be that way all the time. And you have to be able to have that appreciation and gratitude. Hell, I did a stream earlier today and I hit 0. So I know what I'm worth, and I'm worth more than fucking 0. I'll tell you that. But I get it. Like I said, sometimes you just got to be able to put in that hard work, that effort, and eventually you will get rewarded for your, determination and your passion, even though some things might end up being a 0, And that was a tough pill to swallow early, but it's something that needed to be done. And now, anything, I'm always going to have the gratitude, but now even more so when you end up hitting 0 or 2 or 5 or 10, it makes you feel like shit, but, I'm never going to quit, so if anything, if it doesn't kill me, it's going to make me stronger. What a catch. And then he dropped it. What happened to my hands? Those are perfect passes. Should have been caught. And then he landed on his head there. How are the cats doing? Oh, do you still have the same amount? Hopefully none of them passed away or ran away. Hope it's not a touchy subject, and I hope your brother's doing well. Hope the family's doing well. Hope that's not a touchy subject either. Hope everything's just going well, or as best as it can be. 4th down and 8. I'm out on the field. Try to squeeze in some more photos here. Holly, did you end up watching the Netflix special Quarterback? I assume you did. With Mahomes, Kirk Cousins, and Marcus Mariota. If you haven't watched it, it is a very good watch. And you will look at every player in that documentary differently afterwards, especially Kirk Cousins and Mariota. Like, you already have the love for Pat, so that's a given. But to be able to see like the interaction with the family members and trainers and just like with their friends, it's a kind of a deep dive, and it's awesome. This might be the best day of 2023 for us. You know that? My heart feels so much better now. Chris Jones, Chris Jones. And they're still the funnest team to watch in the NFL, even if you're not a Chief fan. I'll be doing a lot of Chief games. I mean, Buccaneers are tanking on purpose. So, I mean, there's no point of me doing a Buck game unless they're on TV facing your good team. So I'll be doing a lot more Seahawk, Niners, and then as well as some of the good, teams that are playing. So I'll hit you with a Nick Bolton. Force certain. Oh, wow. It's still down on the ground. Hope he's okay. I'll hit you with the Pacheco. Oh, it's on Netflix. Holly, watch it. Trust me. Like if you're gonna watch one thing, like between now and like next week, watch that. It's like a hour episode, and I think they have like 10 of them. And it's on Netflix, so you can binge it. But it follows behind the scenes, and not with Pat's brother. Thank God. You see him in the booth with the wife, but you don't really hear him talk. He just kind of cheers once in a while when the games are on, which is good. Obviously, he's got a lot of drama and a lot of bad behavior on his end, but you get to see, uh, you know, you get to see Mahomes and baby Mahomes, Brittany, and you get to see the trainers and how he interacts and talks on the sideline and swears and is vocal and then you get to see Kirk Cousins be an extraordinary man and father to his son and family and the way that he talks to his wife and the way that he does things like you will see Kirk Cousins and Marcus Mariota in a totally different way. And then just to see the behind the scenes of Mahomes, if you're a Chief fan, it's a must see TV. It's so good. Cyber, what's good? Look who's in the room. I messaged you on Twitter. I don't know if you saw it. I said, Hurry's here. I don't know. You didn't check your Twitter, though, because I hit you with a thank you so much, brother. And Holly's in the stream. And here she is. You guys have united. Chiefs. Bucks will make the playoffs. Yeah. What year? 2040? 2027 when I have Caleb Williams or Drake May? We're not making the playoffs. We're going to be terrible. But it'll be fun though, because then people will watch and be able to like think that I think that the team's going to be good. So then they see me get all frustrated and worked up or whatever. It's like, yeah, I know we're tanking on purpose. So if you see me get crazy, it's like expected. Yeah, watch it. Yeah, I mean, like anyone that's watched it has given it, like a 10 out of 10. Like I haven't met anyone. I think it's better than Hard Knocks. Like Hard Knocks is the Jets and whatnot, and that's pretty good. But the way that they go behind the scenes, you get to see, Andy Reid and Pat, like uncandid, like and hearing Pat swear on the sideline and being able to see family stuff behind the scenes with the trainers, like anything that you would want to be able to like hear behind the scenes. That's exactly what they give you. It's awesome. And like I said, the number one outcome is like we already know Pat is insane and he's awesome, right? But you really see Kirk and Marcus Mariota, you're like, wow. Like you might not have thought about those guys that much, but you kind of like root for them, after watching that show. And every three quarterbacks that are on that show for next year and the year after, I think we're going to feel the same way. We're going to be like, these guys might not be my favorite, but I respect them more now than I ever did. At least I know that is the case for me. So, and I've always been a Kirk Cousins guy and a car guy. So, wow, he's on the stretcher still. Prayers up for him. I hope he's okay. What is it? Spinal? I hate seeing people get hurt. It's the worst thing ever. Prayers up for him and his family. Yeah, but I don't want to make the playoffs. I'm trying to win 0 games this year. I need Caleb Williams and Drake May. Tampa has never had a franchise quarterback. I got one to come to my team and Brady, but I've never had one. Unless you guys consider Jeff Garcia after he aged, or Brad Johnson, or Chris Sims, or Vinny Testaverde, but that's not good enough. I'm looking for my guy that I can have for like 10 years and not worry about the position. And then that guy can get me to an NFC championship game. I'm looking at Caleb Williams or Drake May. I need to lose every game. I want to win no more than 3. And I'm being dead ass serious. So, oh my God. If you love behind the scenes documentaries, I guarantee you'll love that so much. Hell, you might watch it twice. It's that good. I might go back and watch it again. That's how good it is. And it shows them preparing and doing play calls, working with their wife or their girlfriend. Okay, X right, Y2 banana split, on 2. And then you're having, okay, what is that? Post route. Like you see them like doing the play calling preparation with their like significant other, like at home. It's cool. Like, I like to be able to see the behind the scenes stuff. And then at the end of the year, we can see that, baby. Gatorade. It's the Gatorade. Cheers. This is the celebration. We got Holly back in the building. Time for the Gatorade bath. Oh, thank you so much, Holly. I appreciate you. I would have loved you even if you came in here with no donos, honestly. But just the fact that you're doing it really does mean a lot. But donos overall have been very light in 2023. Honestly, if Cyberpunk wasn't Cyberpunk, I might have been homeless. No lie. But my dream is the most important thing to me in my life. Besides the GF and the Paisley Pup. So I'm never quitting. And like I said, I would rather be poor and do my dream than make a shitload of money and make $30, $40 an hour and live in a mansion and just quit the dream. It's just not happening. So thank you so much for your generosity. And trust me, watch the Netflix special Quarterback and you'll be in love. It's one of the coolest things I've watched in 2023. Bang, bang, bang. Boom, boom, boom. Bang, bang. Holly Winchell with a 20. Thank you so much. Touchdown, Browns, 14-10. Boom. Let me see it, though, on the TV. Second down and 5. Handoff. Not on that play. It must be on the next one. Thank you, Hari. Trey Lance will be available. I don't want him. I want Drake May or Caleb Williams. Trey Lance, no. Boo. Trey Lance, boo. If you wanted a Trey Lance Niners, you could have had Justin Fields, but they're so good at evaluating talent. Mr. Irrelevant, the last pick in the 7th round, Brock Purdy is playing like a first rounder. So you even gave up all that capital, right? You gave up all that capital to the Dolphins, but for the Niners, it doesn't matter. You gave up all those first rounders, all those picks, but it didn't hurt them. It would have hurt anybody else, but it didn't hurt them. So, third down and 7. Oh, bobble. Go, go. Touchdown, Browns. Boom, boom. What a catch. I mean, like I said, honestly, if I, wasn't doing YouTube, maybe I would be a gamer. That would be a thing, or I'd be a beat maker. I like doing that. But being someone to help, a therapist, a psychologist, a boys and girls club, a mentor, someone, a teacher like my dad. I wanted to make sure that I could help people. And a lot of times I try to hit you guys with the sport knowledge, but I like talking about life and being real and genuine and talking about life and being Dr. O once in a while. You got to be able to have good people help you out along the way sometimes. And there's so many fake people and dishonest people. It's kind of troubling because sometimes all you want to do is like talk to someone, but you don't really know if they're listening or if they really truly care. You know what I mean? There's always like a ulterior motive with certain people. So you got to be able to distance yourself from the bad, cut off those people, and only surround yourself with the good. And that's what I've done. I mean, I have supposedly 200 friends on Facebook. I talked to 4. My boy Justin, my boy Preston, who's getting married. Congratulations, very soon. My boy Marcos, right, and my boy Joey with his wife Jamie and their son Augie. And then when I made the move, I gave a lot of my Sesame Street hardbound books and Dr. Seuss and a lot of my toys to him. He's only 2 or 3 years old because I wanted to pass down some of those things. And he loves dinosaurs, so I gave him some of my dinosaur stuff. And it was just cool to be able to see that stuff get passed down. And they were like, these books are from the 80s and they're literally mint. Like, I took care of my stuff. So it's kind of hilarious. They're like, they don't make stuff like in the 80s and 90s like they do now. But I think I am a time traveler because when I went through, I found a bag of my old toys and it was like a Thriftway or Safeway paper bag. I have Hot Wheels in there before I was born. My dad did not collect Hot Wheels. My dad is like, he collects antiques and Dodger memorabilia. But if I was born in 82, shouldn't my Hot Wheels be from 85 to 90? Why do I have 1970 Hot Wheels and 1975 Hot Wheels that I remember playing with? It's not like my dad went to a garage sale and bought them. It was at like Toys R Us or at the store. So maybe I am a time traveler. I don't know. Yeah, but you do too. You know what I mean? I think a lot of us have really good advice. And like I said, because I have a female brain. I mean, that's just the bottom line. I love really hard. I give everything that I got. If you're important to me, you know what I mean? Honesty, loyalty, respect. That's what I live by. If I get a tattoo in kanji, that's what I'm going to get on my arms. And probably one day I'll be fully sleeved, maybe double sleeved, but I don't have any at this point. But, those are the three most important words, to have a good, strong bond in friendship, whether it's boyfriend, girlfriend, wife, or just friendship in general. Honesty, loyalty, respect. And if you have those, you'll be good to go. And that's what I live my life by. So we missed you. What would you like to see with your other dono? You got something in mind? Well, it could be whatever you want. It could be food, whatever that's going to make you smile. You let me know. Boom. I don't care what it is. It could be an old school car. It could be something from your childhood. But if it was me after, I mean, it might be kind of late and whatnot, so maybe not tonight and everything. But the quarterback special on Netflix, I would really highly recommend starting it tomorrow if you can. It's that good. Hell, I might rewatch it tonight. I was watching Avatar, like The Way of the Water, and I fell asleep last night. But the quarterback is so good; it's definitely worth watching again. I mean, it'll consume about 10 hours of your life, but it'll make those 10 hours that you watch, it'll change your perspective on football players behind the scenes forever. It's that good. I've never, some people will be like, well, it's not on NFL films. How good is it? Well, you watch it, you'll find out. They do a brilliant job on it. But Peyton Manning's a part of it too, so you don't see him in it, but there's certain people that I think are behind the scenes on it. I appreciate you guys very much. 15-10, bronze. At least we got some touchdowns and we're getting closer to 20, right? But the highlight of the year, Holly is back. And even if it's only for today and it's going to be periodically, just the simple fact that you opened the door to the NWSF, you rung the doorbell, you walked in, you sat on the couch, and you're here. That's what it's about. We love you. Second down and 20. Carson Wentz clone. Nice catch. Little 6-yard pickup. Jackson hauls it in. Tyree, I see you. Four minutes left in the third quarter. Tyree Jackson, 3 receptions, 22 yards, and only 1 tutty. He's like, I need to score at least one more before I end my career. Third down and 4. Let's see what kind of pass rush. Or third down and 14, excuse me. Wentz clone. Nice pass. Oh, incomplete. Good defense by the Browns. Devin Allen, go Ducks. 2-time U.S. Olympian. Who's with the punt? Oh, it's a decent spot there for the Browns to start their drive. Sean Desai, Seahawks associate head coach on the defensive side. Chicago Bears, Boston College running back coach, Temple special teams, and outside linebacker coach. Yeah, sometime you will though, and you'll love it. But if it's already kind of late, well, it's already 9 o'clock here now. So, but tell your cats I said hello, which would be like meow, 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 or something of that nature. But trust me, if you just let them know it's from O-Dog, they'll know. You say O-Dog, little flute, little Victor. Second down and 5. Come on, Browns, show me something. Second down and 3. Play action fake. Steps up in the pocket, little dump down. There we go. First down, Browns. Smooth the chains. Hopefully we get both teams into the 20s before the game is over, but it's unlikely. Maybe we'll get one team in the 20s and then one team in the high teens. But a guy can dream. First down and 10. Yeah, me too. Me too. Hand off. Good gang tackle by the Eagles. Helmet pops off. Yeah, lots of big hits in this game for sure. And I'll bust out a reaction video as soon as the game is over because I got to capitalize on timing. The faster you put out a reaction video after the game ends and the NFL.com puts it up, that's the better results you're going to be able to get with views. So, like some of the reactions that I did, ended up getting like, maybe like 50 to 100, but for whatever reason, the Bears video I did got like 2,200. So you just never know what algorithm you're going to get in. Play action fake, bootleg, rolling to his right. Incomplete. Third down and 5. Anything else sport-wise that you guys have to let me know on? Anything football related or baseball related? Anything going on, Sarah, in the sports world and in the headlines that we can talk about? $15-10 bronze. And then let me know if there's anything else you want to see, Holly, and I'll be able to take care of you, whatever you want. Fighting for yards, short gain. Good tackle by Philadelphia. McCollum, I see you. Less than 2 minutes to go in the third quarter. 15-10 Browns. Now remember, there's only 3 weeks of preseason, so not 4 or 5. Where some teams would have 4 weeks, and if they played in the Hall of Fame game, they would play 5. So, I mean, we're getting closer to the regular season. So, as we go further along in week 2 and week 3, more shit matters. So, bobbled, first down, Browns through the chains. First down. But it is hot. Like I said, I can't wait for this weather to go away. I think it starts to go away tomorrow. But 100 to 106 for 4 days straight is just way too much. And I streamed every day that it was that temperature. And um, luckily, I can have like my window open so I can like look into the neighborhood and whatnot. I don't have to use the photography light all the time, so which is nice. I'd rather have the door or window open and use that natural light for my green screen rather than the actual photography light. But so many flags. Offside on the defense. Remains first down. All right, I'm going to go use the restroom here real quick and grab another drink, and we'll get into the fourth quarter. And Holly, anything you want to see, let me know. All right, I'm back. Your boy is back. Mond, yeah. Well, he's not Dorian, that's for damn sure. All right, here we go. Fourth quarter. Second down and 5. Shotgun set. Play action fake. Floater. Incomplete. Batted down. Oh, God. Snapple Apple. The best thing on earth. So good. Ollie, are you still in the room? Fifteen, 10. Bronze. Third down and 5. Blitz coming. Pass incomplete. Hicks is like, I should have had a pick there. Fourth down and 5. Field goal attempt is up, and it's good. 18-10. Browns. 43-yarder from York. Yeah, he's got the distance, and it's good. Let me take a look at the headlines to see if there's anything on the headlines, Sarah, or no? I'm looking right now to see if there's anything. Messi, MLS poised for leap to catch EuroLeagues. Messi's done great since he's joined Miami. Nuggets, Lakers, Suns, Warriors to tip NBA season. White Sox, Anderson has suspension reduced after getting knocked out. Thorne named Auburn starting quarterback. And that's about it. And Levis got injured in practice. Look at some of the MLB games. Nats 10, Red Sox 7, Mets 4, Cardinals 2. Dodgers play right now against the Brewers. That's a good matchup. And the Padres are knotted up at 0 with the Diamondbacks. I was going to look to see what was on tomorrow to see what the let's see. So we got Panthers, Giants, or Bengals, Falcons tomorrow. Or I do the Mariners and Astros. So I guess I'll have to figure that out. Bryce Miller is pitching tomorrow, though, and it's against the Astros. So I don't know. Well, I guess we'll have to kind of wait and see, decide what we want to do. Yeah, what a good day. I mean, obviously, when Bryce Miller pitches, I want to be able to do that game. But I mean, Panthers, Giants, I don't know how much intrigue is there besides Bryce Young, but they ended up putting up a 0 against the Jets. And I don't really think a lot of people give a shit about the Giants. But the Bengals, Falcons, that seems a little intriguing. But we're not going to have Burrow, but the Falcons are kind of up and coming. So Falcons or Bengals over the Panthers or Giants. So either Bengals, Falcons, or the Mariner game against the Astros, I guess. I assume that's what we'll end up doing tomorrow, one of those two games. Now, if the support on the baseball side was more there, I would do the Bryce Miller matchup like for sure. But we might have better results doing the football game, even if it is preseason. So And especially with the baseball streams, there's so much more effort involved with the photos and the starting lineups and going through like each batter. You don't have to really do that with basketball or football. The game just goes. So I think that's another thing that people don't realize, like how much more effort it calls for to do the baseball stuff. So, but if we're not getting appreciated on that end, I mean, I have to be able to just decide what's going to be best for us. So what are we thinking, Sarah? Tomorrow we do Mariners and Astros, or we do football? What do we think? So it's like we might be able to get better views on the Mariner game, but we're not going to get better donos. Mariners and Astros would be a good matchup, but it's like we're probably not going to get the support unless it's someone that's one of the goats that's supporting us. You know, but I'm thinking maybe we do the Bengals and the Falcons tomorrow. But we could also do a football game and have limited support too. So, and then Saturday evening, I'm not going to do a stream, but I might do a stream in the morning or afternoon, and like some reaction videos and stuff like that. So we'll make sure we're doing content every day. Which game would you rather watch? Would you rather do the Bengals and the Falcons, or would you rather do the Panthers and the Giants? I don't know. I just think the Panthers Giants one isn't going to be very good. It's like we get to see Bryce Young, and we could always like tune in and see how he does, but he's only going to play like a series or two, and then after that, like, how's the game going to go? I feel that one could be really bad. Like, especially when they put up a 0 against the Jets, that's not good. But I think with the Bengals and Falcons, both teams kind of played decent in Week 1, so I think that you're going to get something there. Bengals put up 19 in a loss to the Packers, and the Falcons won 19-3 and actually played good on defense. So I'm thinking Bengals Falcons is what we're going to do. Does that sound good? And I can always watch the Mariner game and give highlights and updates while we watch the football game. So if people want to come through. 3rd and 5. AJ Brown, stud, love him. But do you agree with that, with the Panthers and the Giants and what I'm saying? Or would you rather do the Panthers and Giant game? I just think the Bengals and Falcons will be more exciting just based on the production that those teams have put up. I got to look to see how many points the Giants put up in Week 1. They put up 16 against the Lions and lost. And the Panthers lost 27-0. So it's like, besides the Bryce Young hype, is there any other reason to watch that game? I'm thinking the Bengals is the way to go. And the Falcons looked actually pretty good. They were getting like pick sixes and they were actually doing something. So, okay. Of course, for me, Bryce Miller playing and not, doing it, but again, what are we going to be able to get compensated more? What are we going to get more appreciation? Is it going to be more about the views or possible donos, right? So, 1st down and 10. Eagles, move the chains. I need to go for my walk today. I'm going to go for a long one after the game is over. And then, maybe not too long. I got to see how long it's going to take them to do the reaction video and get it up. But by the time I get back from my walk, I should be able to do the reaction video. And then I can put that out tonight, and that'll help us get more views. Hand up off the middle, pumping his legs, going backwards. But I like this setup up above, with the scoreboard and the scores from up above. Like I said, I wanted my screen of me to be smaller. I didn't want it so high up on the screen. So I feel that this is the best look for the football. We got the cards, we got the scoreboard, the scores up above, me, and then down below the Northwest Sports Fanatics information, and then the ticker. I think this is the look. It took me a while to get it to this shape, though. I was fucking with it for like an hour. Little slant, incomplete on 3rd down and goal. Well, at least tomorrow's Friday for you, Sarah. And at least you found a good job. Remember, I told you it might not be the first job, it might not be the second job, it might not be the third job, but eventually you'll find that right fit. And you had to go through some bad ones before you found a good one. So I'm happy that you found it, even though sometimes it's stressful, which it sounds like. Fourth and goal. Low snap. Floater. Bobbled. Incomplete. Damn. They missed out on their opportunity there. Might need to get a new chain. Dude, I love this thing. I might need to get a baseball one or something. I have to decide on what I want to do. But I do miss Paisley. Just being able to have that warmth and that comfort, and just being able to have that playtime. But I'll get her back tomorrow morning, and then it's already evening time now. So as long as I was able to keep myself busy today, and even though we had a struggle in that first one, even though it was at 11 a.m., I'm really happy I did it because then I wouldn't have been able to have that live reaction of Julio going 5 for 5, which I never will forget, and hitting that game-winning homer. That was incredible. Eighteen, 10, bronze. She changed my life forever. It's like such a good positive thing in my life. Like no matter if the streams do good or we have a challenging stream, and like I just know that I can exercise, and she just always is adventurous and always just such a loving dog. Like she rarely barks, and I feel that like a lot of people assume that like pitties or American Staffordshires are going to be aggressive and that way, but if you show them love, they really aren't that way. Nice deep throw from the Browns, incomplete. Yeah, Bandit also, because you got Paisley around the time I got Bandit around that same time, and I imagine it's been a positive thing in not only your life but for your mom and especially your dad. Sounds like Bandit is your dad's. It's like Bandit is your dad. Bandit's person. It's like that's the person that hangs out with Bandit the most, right? Every dog picks its person. So second down and 10. Nice handoff up the middle. One thing that is a little surprising, I figured we'd have more people during preseason to come through and hang out, but I guess people just don't give a shit about preseason. Is that what it is? Like the average fan or, someone that, is just about regular season, they don't care about preseason. I know it's not NFL regular season, but it's still football. I mean, it's not like I can watch college football yet. Come on. Almost sack lunch. He gets out of it. Dodging tacklers. Wow. Wow, first down, Browns. What a run by Mon. But isn't it weird? Like I figured we would have, quite a bit more, even if it was preseason. But I know there's a lot of competition and whatnot. But still, with even that being said, that's why we need to be doing these reaction videos. We need to find more people because we need to find more people to make up for the regulars that aren't showing up. And hopefully the reaction videos will do that. And then once I do the football, if I can find a way to do baseball and basketball ones, that will help us also. But I got to be able to line it up so that way that they don't get taken down and you follow all the guidelines and whatever too. So, because I don't think I've ever really done a baseball one before, and I don't really think I would need to. But you never know; you might be able to attract a certain group. Same thing with NHL stuff. But if I just start off with the NFL ones and focus on that, that should do it. NFL fans love reaction videos, especially if you got someone who knows what they're doing or is entertaining. That was a hell of a run. I guess it just depends on how hardcore you are for football. If you're really, really hardcore for football, or if it's just like only regular season, because there's different levels, right? And I know Kellen Mond probably wishes he was back at A&M and whatnot. It ain't Johnny Football. That's another good special to watch too. But obviously Dorian is much, much better. We know that. But he had his moments when he was in college where he was pretty good. But the NFL's a man's game. It's different. But obviously Dorian should be the backup. Hell, Dorian might threaten fucking Deshaun Watson at some point. Another injury, golly. Oh, hope he's okay. So many injuries. But if you watched Dorian Thompson Robinson in college, you already knew this guy was a little different. Pac-12, baby, for life. Now it's Big Ten. Super bad released 16 years ago today. Is he getting up? Elliot has to watch Super bad. This is my wallpaper on my computer. It's all about McLovin. Yeah, this is my favorite movie, hands down. I like Step Brothers a lot, but Superbad is never. I can watch it 1,000 times and I'll never get bored of it. First down and 10. Hopefully the injuries can stop now. But it's a violent sport, man. That's what happens. Julio Rodriguez didn't make just history, but he made MLB history in less than 24 hours. 9 hits in 2 games, 9 for 9, the most ever in a 2-day span. Is that good? It is. Thumbs up. Looks like he's okay. Hopefully. My boy J-Rod, though, doing big things. Finally getting hot. Finally playing like the Hall of Fame player that we know he is. You feel me? It's all about J-Rod all day, every day. Oh, J-Rod here, J-Rod there, J-Rod everywhere. Mullen and the homer. You ask and you shall receive. My boy, Julio. All right, let's get back to the action. All right, first down and 10. Hell of a run by Mond. That was probably the most positive thing we've seen in preseason for him, besides getting probably reduced to third string action rather than second string. Because I think they thought Mond, but they knew Dorian Thompson-Robinson was more athletic, and it's a done deal. I mean, if you put Mond ahead of him, then you know nothing about football. So. And I guess we'll get Holly some more photos. We'll get Holly some more photos in the near future. And the next time she comes through, or if she comes back before the stream ends, for that other donut she did. Just so awesome that she's back, even if it's just, temporarily. Great to be able to have a hello and, to show love and generosity that she did with the 42. That helped for sure. Third down and 9. Third down and 9. Shotgun set. Mond. Nice catch. Did he catch it? First down, Browns. Move the chains. Or did he drop it? Yeah, he dropped it. He dropped it. Fourth down. Fourth down and 9. 18-10 Browns. See if the Eagles can make a touchdown and 2-point conversion. I mean, it's obviously preseason, but you would love to see at least them tie it, and then someone can win it with a field goal, 21-18 or something of that nature. But I don't know if we're going to get that or not. We'll find out. Go, go, go. Good return. Oh, he fumbled. Shit. Oh, he's so lucky that that went out of bounds. All right, come on, Eagles. I'm going to take a look at the baseball scores real quick. Diamondbacks 2, Padres 0. Elliott's not too happy. Dodgers Brewers 0-0. Maybe not everyone loves football as much as you, me, Sarah, and Finley, huh? Hey, if it's football, it's football. Floater. Nice catch. First down, Eagles. Move the chains. Here we go. Come on, baby. Let's get some tutties. Back to the ground. Short gain on first down. Gain of a couple. That's sweet. You got to start early. Shotgun set. Second down and 7. Play action fake. Little slant. Tackled forward for the first down. First down, Nagata. Mudula Nagata. Move the chains. Not like Nata, like Haloti Nata. It's Nagata. Third down. Shotgun set. Handoff. Good tackle. It looks like he did not get the first down. Handoff. Pump those legs. Fourth down and 1. First down. Eagles. You got to at least try to tie the game. Pitts and Trask. Nice. But obviously helping Jalen now, that it's a big come up, especially if they can win a Super Bowl there. First down and 10. 6 minutes to go. Eagles down by 8. They have time. Keeper, he's open. There we go. Touchdown, Eagles. There we go. There we go. At least we get a little bit of scoring. You know what I'm saying? 3-2 is unacceptable. And 5-3. There we go. Great play call. Great route. Great hands. Great run after the catch. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Finally, we have a game. Now let's try to tie this shit. And if the Eagles can get a turnover or 3 and out, they might be able to win 21-18 if they get this 2-point conversion. 2-point conversion is good. Yes. Yes. Football. Competitive football. Not 3-2. Yes. Yeah, no overtime. Hit 'em low, hit 'em high, and watch our Eagles fly. Fly, Eagles, fly on the way to victory. E-S-G-L-E-S, Eagles. On the road to victory. Going to that Eagle bar, I heard that fucking theme song like a billion times. Yeah. Well, the offensive line didn't do him any favors, though. Eagles fans are always going to be, extra. So, oh, nice. I mean, for the game to be 3-2 and at least it's 18-18, that's much better than what it was. And again, it's not like you got Jalen Hurts out there and all the starters with like AJ Brown. It's a shell of what we know it's going to be. We have an idea that the Eagles are probably going to be 1, 2, 3 in the NFC, and most people think that they'll be 1 or 2. Niners and Saints will be right behind them or right there with them. So, well, at least you fucking made it a game, dude. Feel me? Let's go. And there's no overtime, so hopefully we end up getting a score, and it'll end up being 25-18 or 24-18. Well, it's because of Dorian. Thompson Robinson from UCLA. If he wasn't so athletic and it was just Kellen Mond, the Eagles would have won this game 18-6 probably, or 18-10. So, Dorian Thompson Robinson actually being a good quarterback for a backup, that's a big part of it. And then Mond actually made a couple plays. He hasn't looked terrible, but he definitely is third string. That's for damn sure. Yeah, and Cleveland normally always has a good defense. They may not be known for a great offense consistently, even though they have Chubb and Amari Cooper and Watson, but those guys aren't playing. So just like when you don't have Goddard or Jalen or Devontae Smith or AJ Brown, you don't have a lot of those either. At least you did in the beginning. But we'll see like what they do after the Miles Sanders departure. They still got plenty of guys in the running back room to hold it down. But they are missing like that number one. Like who's going to be the number one? Like the true number one. Because I know they got Boston Scott and company. They got 3, 4 guys they can rotate, but I guess it just depends on the game plan for that particular week. Nice cutback. I know I saw that. You want the best for your teammates. Yeah, because they're evaluating him, idiot. Of course he's playing because they want to be able to see is this guy that can make the roster and can we play him or not? But it's like, who do you want to go with, Miles Jack or Cunningham? I'm thinking I'm going to go more Cunningham. No disrespect to Jack, but it all depends on health. Whatever guy can stay healthy is the one that you want to play. Floater, incomplete. Ricks blanketed all over him. But of course, Hassan Reddick, Nakobe Dean, and then if you had a third guy, you make your decision out of all the other 7 linebackers to choose from. But if Cunningham is healthy, he probably would blend the best with Reddick and with Nakobe Dean if they go that route. But again, you have depth, so you have options. And there's going to be injuries too because you guys run around a lot. So guys are going to be flying around with their heads cut off, hit someone really hard, they might be out for a couple weeks. So it's good to have that depth, especially when you didn't really pay a whole lot to get Cunningham and Miles Jack to come over. So Elliot in the building. What's good, bro? I saw your photo with your sunglasses. So fresh and so clean, clean. My boy, how are you? Thanks for helping out on the first stream. Sometimes baseball people are cheap, so we've already come to that conclusion. But I still have to grind. Elliot, were you in here earlier when Holly stopped by or no? Because Holly stopped by for the first time in like 6-7 months, just a little while back. Did you miss her? I think you were gone, or did you get a chance? I'm trying to remember all the people that were in the room when she was here. Of course, the linebackers are weak. It's the weakest position that they have. Normally, you're better on the D line and the secondary. Linebackers are usually ass, unless you can get one, from free agency or if you can draft one. But that's been the case for so many years. I mean, I even know that. But Reddick ain't ass, and Nakobe Dean ain't ass. You know what I mean? If you watch Nakobe Dean, he might be undersized, but he's got a lot of heart. You know. And it's going to be up to the Eagle defense to step up if they ever want to win a Super Bowl. Yeah, she's been gone for like 7 months, bro, since like January. And she came in, she dropped a 20, hung out. I gave her some photos. She dropped another 20, and it sounds like it's going to take her a couple months to kind of be in here regularly. But she'll be spotty, coming in and come out here and there, which is cool. I definitely missed her. I know a lot of us did. I was shocked as hell. I was like, oh my gosh, this is cool. Made my year, because obviously we know Nate the Great passed away. So, he's in heaven, giving me $500 donos from heaven, right? But prayers up to him. And obviously, Holly was really the only other one that we didn't really have in the room, for that time period. So I guess we can check up all the boxes, say, I love you to Nate the Great. I'll never forget you. And then hopefully we can get Holly in the room a little bit more often, regardless if she donates or not. So. Yeah, Cyberpunk came in and dropped a hundred on the dono side, which was awesome. Holly came in and did it 40, which yeah, stage 4 cancer, bro. Only like late 20s, early 30s. Super sad. I was really like the last one to talk to him out of everyone on the channel. I tried to send him memes and gifts and stuff, for Broncos to lift his spirits, but third down and 12. I mean, not many people, would have the finances or the heart to donate 500 at a time, and he did it multiple times. I mean, obviously, we know Cyberpunk and his impact, Holly, Shepard, with the people that have done 500 or more. It's a very, very special thing to have that type of love that you're willing to donate 500 to 1,300 of your hard-earned dollars to me in my dream. So, Kayvon Wallace with the Mr. Miyagi wax on, wax off. Getting close to the 2 minutes. Padres going to come back and win. Last time I checked, you were down 2-0. I'm checking right now. 3-0. Shit. We need to get you some runs. And then Brewers Dodgers are at 0-0 still. 2-minute warning. A little spinning eagle logo. I tried to find a Browns one, but I couldn't, so I had to hit you with the Baker. Fucking goofball. I'd rather have Johnny Manziel, honestly, after watching that special on him. Not everyone wants to be a superstar. Some people just want to party, and you're just really good at football. He just wanted to be a college kid, party, drink, do stuff, extracurriculars, girls, partying, He just wanted to be like every other college kid and then just turned into a superstar. So what happens when you win the Heisman as a freshman? I got to find a good Johnny football photo. Show him some love. Like I said, I haven't seen too many people that were must see TV. Only two for me: Michael Vick and Johnny Football. There hasn't been anyone else that I was like, oh my god, I have to watch these guys play, regardless if they make it in the NFL or not. I don't care. Like Virginia Tech, A&M, they put those schools on the map, and there was nothing more entertaining than those two guys when they were playing. Period. There's a lot of other quarterbacks that have been there, but they have not had the mystique like those two guys. Yeah. It shows you, like with the Mariners batting 230 all year, it's mind blowing. Like if we didn't have the pitching staff, God, we'd be terrible. You live in San Diego? They're not trash. They're just, they're just not playing up to their ability. They could be a playoff team, and they should be a playoff team from year to year. But again, you have 500 billion invested in Soto, Machado, and Tatis, and they don't produce enough out of those three based off that money. And then you got to rely on Kim and Crone Zone and all the others. Pitching has been really the problem, and consistent hitting. But eventually they'll get it right. But when you're going against like the Braves and the Dodgers, that's going to be very tough to get past. So, Phillies. Well, they got hot last year at the right time, right? I think you're right. I think you're right as well. There's a lot of people that want them. So I got to go for my walk. Wait for this reaction video, NFL.com to release the highlights of this. I'll do a reaction video tonight, and then we'll grind it out tomorrow. We're going to do Bengals. I mean, Bryce Miller is playing against the Astros, so I'll watch that and keep tabs on it. But we're going to end up doing the Bengals and Falcons tomorrow over the Panthers and Giants. I think that'll be a better game. 4th and 9, kick is up. No good. Flag on the play. Uh-oh. That might be on the Eagles. Uh-oh. And there's no overtime, so we have to have a winner. Uh-oh. Illegal formation on the defense. 5-yard penalty. 4th down. Another opportunity for a field goal. I am going to have some Ricola or some Halls. My voice, when you do so much talking throughout a day, you got to be able to kind of rest up a little bit. But yeah, that was kind of a BS call. I agree. But even if they make this field goal, it doesn't matter. It's not like the Eagles can't, score. Let's see. Kick is up, 4th and 4, and he missed it. Karma, bitch, karma. Not today. It was a bad call, and the sports karma is like, you know what? I got you. I got you. Wide left, wide right, your ass. LMAO York. Karma, man. Karma is real, right? If you're going to be a bitch ass, right, you're going to get bitch ass results. Fuck around and find out, right? That's why it's good to be a good person, not a piece of shit, right? Put that effort. All right, let's see if the Eagles can win it now, which they should be able to. Screen pass. Blockers downfield. Go, go, go. Flag on the play. That's a hold on the Eagles, unfortunately. Yeah, it's coming back. Come on. You got to be smarter, better than that. All right, starting to get a little bit darker. I should probably turn on my photography light. Give me a sec here, even though there's only a couple seconds left. Close the drapes, turn on the light. Here I am. I could definitely tell when I was starting to get the more of the shadows. I was like, oh, it's getting dark. McKee, baby. I mean, obviously the Eagle fans will be like Marcus Mariota, boo, McKee, yay. So obviously they've already turned on Mariota, even though it's unfair because their offensive line was ass in the beginning. But again, Eagle fans will be Eagle fans. They'll root for who they want to root for. Philly the Craze, he's like, I don't know anything about baseball. I'm just a hater. Oh, nice catch. There we go. Good yardage on 2nd and 22. Let's go. Let's go. Let's win this shit with McKee. Obviously, McKee has looked better than Mariota, but like I said, if Jalen Hurts ends up getting hurt for any given amount of time, even a little bit, Mariota can do a job. Like he's not a shitty quarterback. He just has injury problems, and as long as your offensive line is good, he'll be all right. And it's a brand new team too. I mean, you gotta give him some time. He was just in Atlanta. He's been Raiders, Atlanta, bouncing around from team to team. It takes a little time. First down and 10. Pass incomplete. And like McKee could be doing great in preseason, but if it comes to being playing with the ones and you go against a good defense, I mean, he'll get fucked up just like Mariota. So it's like, oh, this guy's so much better. Well, let's see him play with the ones against a good team. Then we can see, is he really the real deal or is he, just a third string quarterback? Not everyone is going to be able to be Brock Purdy. You know what I mean? But it shows you can be a seventh rounder, Mr. Irrelevant, be a good player, but not great, a bench guy. But if you get in the right system that has all the pieces surrounding you with good coaching, anybody can develop in the Niners at quarterback. And literally anybody. Oh, what happened to my hands? Third down and 10. Oh, it's 12 noon. You know what time it is? Time for a sack lunch. Yum, 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 yum. I was just messaging Holly, just saying thank you. 36 seconds left. Sarah, did you know she was going to be popping in? Did you talk to her today, or did you not know? 4th and 16. They're just gonna. I mean, we're just gonna end in a tie. Is that what's going on? There's only 40 seconds left, so you have to go for a long field goal. And I mean, the Browns can't make a field goal. All right, here we go. 4th and 17. Eagles with the punt. Yeah, you don't want to fumble there. Then it would have been over. Oh, really? Nice. You had to keep it a secret. You're like, ooh, she might be showing up. But when I saw her, she liked my live stream on like Twitter. I was like, oh, she hasn't done that in like 7 months. So I was like, oh, maybe she'll come in today. Yeah. Good. I'm glad you kept it a surprise. Illegal shift on the offense on the Browns. 14-1 franchise record. Total yards, 4,461 franchise record. 35 touchdowns, tied for a franchise record with Cunningham. But Jalen Hurts is so good, he'll get 40 or more. He's that good. So that 35 is nothing. He'll be able to get 40 to 50 touchdowns. Maybe not 50, but 40 to 44, 40 to 45. I mean, I think he'll be able to get that before his career is up. Hell, he might be able to have a 50 touchdown season at some point. Nice catch, good tackle. We're getting down to the nitty gritty here. About 20, 19, 20 seconds left. See if they can get into field goal range to miss. QB rankings from ESPN. Josh Allen, Jalen Hurts. Oh, this is for fantasy football. Josh Allen, Jalen Hurts, Mahomes, Lamar, Fields, Burrow, Lawrence, Herbert, Tua, Richardson because of his running ability. Watson, Jones, Geno, Cousins, Dak, Aaron Rodgers, Goff, Wilson, Staff. They have Carr at 20. That's ridiculous. Purdy, Love, Pickett, Young, Murray, Howell, Tannehill, Mac Jones, Stroud, and they have Ritter last. Wow. Second down and 2. Shotgun set. Eagles bring pressure. Up the middle. Floater. Incomplete to the sideline for a catch. Jalen got the ball. Nice. Jalen just threw it into the crowd. That's a souvenir. That's on eBay already right now. Jalen's the truth, man. He's the best, arguably the best NFC quarterback in the NFC overall. Could you imagine catching that ball? They probably got in a fist fight for that football in the crowd. Jalen Hurts, actual football from a game. Come on. And it wasn't even a touchdown. That's going to be the most valuable piece of memorabilia from this game. Absolutely. Third down and 2. And then now, what are we going to? Oh, a woman got it. Wow. A woman. She ain't letting go of that. Hopefully, she's got someone in there to help protect her so they don't try to steal that from her. Well, that woman ain't selling that ball. She's keeping it. She was holding it like a baby. Shit, I would too. It's like when I get foul balls from baseball games. Yeah, you could offer me like 200-300. I'm not going to give it up. Hell no. But that was cool that those Aaron Judge and Yankee fans offered. They're like 200-300 bucks. I'm like, nope, not when that lady fucking assaulted me. You know, the Karen. I was like, nope. Aaron Judge, 62 home run season. Yeah, you're not getting the ball. Aaron Judge ball is mine. All right, here we go. 8 seconds left. Timeout, Philadelphia. Oh, this game is just dragging on here, huh? Shamar, yeah, he does actually look like a young Shamar Moore. Yeah, I agree. Criminal Minds, what you know about that? One of the best shows on planet Earth. Love it. I love the cast. And what's up with X, Twitter, all the bots? It's like in the matter of like a month, I get all these like followers, but they're all like bots. It's like Jamie Smith, 34278 9. It's like you already know the person's a bot. It's not a real person, especially if their ad has got a bunch of fucking numbers on it, like a default. It's like if they're gonna do bots, you got to take out those numbers. So, you know, last play of the game. Mental error. Should have went outside. And that's the game. Final score, Browns 18, Eagles 18. I love you guys, and I appreciate you guys very much. At least we got close to 20 in the score. I'm going to wait for the reaction video highlights to come out so I can do the reaction video. But I love you guys, and I appreciate you guys very, very much. Shout out to Holly Hundo, Holly Winchell coming in and showing love. Cyberpunk as well. You guys are the best, especially when we had a rough start in that Mariner stream that I did. But Julio went 5 for 5 and won the game for us. So thank you to everyone that came through, that donated, everyone that came through, that commented. Finley, Sarah, obviously Cyberpunk, Elliot, Holly Hundo, Holly Winchell, and all the rest. And we can't Philly, the craze in the building as well. I love you guys and appreciate you guys very, very much. And then we'll be back tomorrow with the Bengals and the Falcons, and I'll still cover, the Mariner game with Bryce Miller. So I love you guys, and I appreciate you guys. And I got one question for you. Talk sports like us. Your boy Ryan, Northwest Sports Fanatics. I love you guys and appreciate every single one of y'all. And I'm out. Gang.